3, 2, 1, go! Excellent, sexy. All right, everybody. Are you ready for another exciting episode of WarHams?
No.
What?
It's time for another episode of WarHams!
I love the noise.
This is the test.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of WarHams. I think this is episode 20. I'd like to thank everybody for coming back, saying hello to us all, and I'm excited to continue this epic Dead Space-like adventure where we're all probably going to die. Now, Thurston,
Test.
please tell us... Fuck you.
Get out. We're done. Professionally. Good luck.
Good night, everybody.
Stop making fun of my channel points. I know it's wrong.
Yeah, that's right. It's all coming together.
Don't make fun
Oh,
of
yeah.
me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we start with
content.
We start with 4 glory. Do we start with 4? No, we don't. I'm sorry. You start with 4 ruin. My bad. Yeah, we start with none, and everyone else has their wrath die. So, Mr. Thurston,
Yes.
please tell me how you're going to kill us today.
Well, I mean, I would have nothing dark or dastardly in store. In fact, where we last left off, the our intrepid band of chucklefucks made their way into the Carolon's Medicaid facility and managed to get a bit of rest after their encounter with various possessed crew members everywhere. During that, they gathered up some equipment and are continuing on their way to the Strategium. Well, bam. Let's use that. Oopie spoopy hulls.
Ooh.
We left last episode with our characters leaving the Medicaid ward and making their way towards the Strategium access point. Going up these halls, as a reminder, the halls here were unaffected by any of the sort of warp fuckery that has been going on over the ship. However, you've also noticed along the walls are small litanies that have been inscribed, hymnals and praises to the Emperor. The state of the ship becomes worse and worse as less of these litanies show up. As the walls become more bare metal, you can see various darkenings of the hull and sections of rust, and the smell becomes a bit more almost acrid in the air, as though something acidic is assailing your senses as you advance. The lights flicker, or the lumens flicker on and off, and you can see in this sort of front area of the vessel there are viewports that look out into the expanse of space, and you see sort of the light of stars coming in regular intervals. But you all feel just something is strange as you are walking on. There is a sense of unease that each of you feels as you continue on towards the Strategium. Up ahead, you can see one of the bulkhead style doors that admit access to different parts of the ships. It is currently closed, with one side of it opening about maybe a half a foot, 6 inches or so, before slamming shut. You've seen this kind of malfunction before, but the sound of it is what assails your ears as you approach, as you hear these sort of servo units grinding and this as the door is opening slightly and closing on one side.
Hey, stop that! I say to the servos.
No, keep going. You're supposed to work.
Well, diplomacy has failed, gentlemen. I will attempt to interface here. And
What diplomacy? What are you doing?
the machine spirits.
How do you do
You have to
that?
access it. You can't just shout at the damn thing.
Who's
Works
the
for
tech
them.
Who's the tech priest? Is it me or is it Reeb? I believe it is me.
I head over to Braine and I have a wrench and I go, here,
thank you.
Braine, use the ancient form that I have learned over the past, many years of my life, otherwise known as the form of percussive maintenance.
You have learned the ancient rites. I put my hands on his shoulder. I'm squeezing deeply in his decrepit skin.
I meet his gaze.
Proud of you.
I've learned from the best. I shed a tear as I nod to Braine and go forth, Braine.
Yes.
Fix this obstacle.
All right. Braine will now face the most difficult challenge of his entire life. The servos on this door. I think I'm going to make a tech check to try to make them not fucked up.
Okay, so like try to figure out what's jamming it and get it.
Yeah. Through percussive maintenance.
He gets a bonus
Absolutely.
from my inspiration, right?
He does. I will in fact count him as getting one additional success automatically.
Oh, it's even better than my combi tool.
Bullshit.
All right, let's roll. 6 successes and our favorite result, a complication.
Absolutely.
7 actually.
Yeah, so you begin sort of looking at the servo units and trying to figure out what happened here, and as you do, you note that you can figure out that something is jamming the door, and you're attempting to open the left side of the door, the left door itself, so it moves open, which might block or unblock the jam. As you start working, something falls and strikes you with a large impact on the back of your head from up in the sort of sealed area above the doorway. And the rest of the party, you all see this. This object appears to have a strange texture to it. It looks almost like a black cone that falls, hits Pi on the back of the head, and then starts rolling. Pi, you stumble back from this. You also take 1 point of shock as you stumble back. Sudden impact of this, and this object sort of rolls away, and you can see as the doors open that there's like a smearing of dark liquid on it, as though something long dried. But you have enough experience now. You can tell that that's some kind of blood.
All right, I will examine this large cone for a moment out of curiosity.
Yeah, so you step up to it, and what you see is what appears to be a black cone that is in the shape of a helmet, the face of which isn't colored black. It's actually colored more of a yellowish purple color with gemstone eyes that stare out at you.
How evil does it look?
It doesn't look like something humans would manufacture. Which means it's probably evil.
Why do you see Braine?
Well, we have a weird helmet with cone head gemstones. Here, everyone take a look at this. Is there a head inside?
Are you looking in there?
Yeah, I'm going to just try to yank out anything that's in.
Yeah, sure. I want you to... Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. You can, I assume you're just, reaching in and...
No, yeah, it's like a kid trying to get Halloween from, their, pumpkin basket.
Give me a resolve test.
It's like he's upside down. He's like,
Just all Halloween?
All Hallows Eve. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's
Give me a resolve.
roll it. It's 5 successes.
Yeah, you have no problem reaching in and pulling in this shriveled, desiccated head with stringed hair that comes down in almost like a broken doll. Clumps of it fall off and onto the floor and wisp in the air a bit. But you've definitely ripped out a Xenos head from this.
Oh, a Reeb, look! And I give it to him.
All right, I'm going to hold the head. What is the head? Do I need to do a damn test on this?
You can certainly give me a Medicae or a Scholar test to identify the head.
Begs the question, may I use my diagnoster to determine cause of death of this head?
Yes, you may.
All right, I'm gonna...
is it fresh?
I don't think you need a diagnoster to tell you how that head got there.
It seems as if it was cut off.
People die when that happens.
It is
7 in
very-
a glory, so what the hell is this head?
It is
All right,
very important
so
that
the
if it was ripped off or cut off.
So it's okay. A few things. One, this is the head of the Xenos known as the Eldari. Particularly, it like seems to match the piratical sort of faction. Not the Drukari you had previously encountered. This is a far less aggressive sect, though they are still certainly a plague on Imperial worlds. However, your Medicaid check, while you identify that, the cause of death seems to be that the head itself popped off from pressure. And looking around past the door that is now open, you can see like bits and bobs of armor plates that have like flown around, some even embedded in the walls. It appears this unfortunate fellow was probably in the doorway when it closed, and the pressure caused their head to pop off and enter into the sort of ceiling unit, jamming the doorway.
Rogue traders. Excellent.
One hell of a party trick, I suppose.
I hate it when that happens. I will take the helmet with me.
No, you won't.
Well, no, I need to destroy it.
I explicitly stop him from taking any artifacts of the Xenos. No matter what he does, I will not let him have it.
Yeah, put it in the sack.
Come on, it's just a little helmet.
I add the head and the helmet to my inventory.
Just
How are you
drag and
storing
drop.
them, Reeb?
Backpack.
What
Okay.
backpack?
Are you putting? I assume you're putting like the head back in the helmet.
Yeah, it's safekeeping. You know, I will put it stump side, in towards the top of the helmet. That way, only the skull is poking out of the bottom.
I come over to Reeb and going, hey, we have to keep this fresh. I put tin foil over the opening part.
We
have to keep this fresh.
Wrap, Lorn.
Oh, yeah, I got shrink wrap too. Just wrap it around there. Put some tape.
I will keep a hold of that for later. So is the door open now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It seems to carry on. Though on the other side, you can see that this section of the corridor that carries on towards that, like you check the maps. This section is bereft of any of the ecclesiarchal text on the walls, and as such, it seems to have just this foul, rusted appearance everywhere. And even as you step past the open doorway, there's like a warm rush over you.
Is the other part of the body on the other side of the door?
Oh, just like fragments of it. Just
okay.
fragments
So
of
the
armor.
body
There's nothing of the
exploded straight
body.
Oh, you can get some of those, Pie. Just scoop them up. Just scoop them up.
yeah.
real quick.
I'm gonna try to make sure I gotta get it before Reeb gets
I
them.
passed Braine a little kid's plastic. Like I was holding a top when we were making sandcastles before. Just left in my pockets, and I hand him like a very blue shovel and a very green broom. And like, here you go, Braine. Go get the bitch.
Okay, thank you.
And here's a
Can I
bucket.
do an investigation to get an idea of why this Eldar exploded?
Yeah, I mean, like your Medicaid was enough to tell you, like he was in the doorway when.
Oh, just the doorway was the reason he exploded.
Yeah. Like he was in the doorway, and that thing immediately went shut when he was in there.
Oh,
It
it's a
looked
well-
like he was trying to run towards the direction you're heading.
It is a well-known fact, and I'm very surprised that you didn't know this, Reeb, that even the most vile of Xenos species are no match for the Ecclesiarchy's famed and feared Doriers.
Reeb will pause for a moment, staring blankly forward. Zedek, you realize that we are no match for the Ecclesiarch's doors.
Which is why we are on their side, and they won't hurt us. Isn't that right? And Zedek will just pat the door.
The door does not respond.
Let's move on.
That door's dead, Zedek. I
fucking
say,
cool if it
shoveling Corsair gubbins into this bucket.
Yeah, you get like a few pieces of their strange material armor that they wear.
Mm-hmm. Any gemstones, anything like that?
No.
Ah.
You do not find this poor individual's soul. And I am not giving you possession of someone's soul.
Why not?
You fucking know why.
I am the shepherd of the way. Okay.
That will haunt my goddamn dreams. Yeah, you carry on.
I am the way. It's Chaos Pie. He becomes like Hellraiser.
Chaos Spy. Oh, good.
Finally.
Glad.
Conveniently, he has less blood on him now that he's turned to Chaos.
Yeah, it's like actually, it's all in all an improvement.
You're the clean Chaos faction. Back with soap.
Absolutely.
You make your way through the adjacent corridor, again noting the sort of detritus and the poor quality here, before there is another door which opens automatically at your approach. As the door opens, you are once again assailed by just this awful smell, where you see up ahead, like not like the room previously that you had walked through with corpses, but a larger rectangular chamber with sort of dull lumens, some of which are flickering up above. You get the sense that this was some sort of barracks or billings area where some of the crew's shift workers would stay. And you can see that all of the bedding has been upturned, and there is a small pile of probably, if you had to guess, anywhere from 8 to 12 corpses, with the sort of telltale garb of the ship's armsmen, torn asunder, ripped apart, and sprayed about the western side of the room. There is a continuing doorway at the opposite end here that you know connects to the prime arterial corridor that leads to the Strategium.
Captain Zedek will throw his arms out and just say, "Wait a second. My peril sense is tingling. Something tells me we're going to meet more friends in the coming minutes."
No kidding, Captain.
Yeah, I think there might be some like crazy goblins or something. Yeah, maybe we'll have to prepare.
Goblins aside, may I seek to continue my passive tactic of burning corpses?
Absolutely. Are you going to take any kind of investigation of the area, or are you just like walking in and burning?
Well, is there anything particularly out of order here? I mean, because I would just assume it's another, like, people lived here.
Oh, hold on. We've been losing a lot of ammo. Maybe those armsmen died with some spare clips.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, can I check them for flamer ammo?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to? Let's see here. You know, give me an investigate check. That seems to be
Question. Can I do an investigate for everyone's ammunition?
Yeah. I will allow this.
Fellas, may I pull 3 glory?
Of course.
6. I don't think it's counting my the 3 I added to that. No, it's not. That's annoying. It doesn't seem to do that for me. 3d6.
The fallacies of Roll20.
That'll be another one. So that'll be a 7. Will that be enough to find ammo for everyone, or shall I wrath it?
With a 7, I'd allow you to find 1 type of ammo.
Okay, I'm gonna wrath it.
Okay.
I need to re-roll 2 more dice.
Yeah.
That gives me an 8.
I'll allow you to find 2 types of ammo, one unit each.
Okay, who's short?
I know Zedek is. I think I'm not. So
I
you
don't
don't have to
have
worry
any
about my
ammo.
plasma gun.
All right, I resupply Lorn's Braine. I find John.
Lorn, just cock your staff again. I'm sure another shell will pop out.
Hey,
Now-
here's one. Here you go, Zedek.
I think because Pi is still going to be, especially now with the Eviscerator, is going to be very close range. I'm just going to find ammo for me and Zedek.
Absolutely, yeah. So you can find like 1 effective round's worth for the arc pistol. It looks like, though it's not an arc pistol style ammo, it's something that can easily be used as a substitute, as a power pack. You find that on a crew member who seems to have had half of their body ripped off and has the sort of name patch of Arno written on it.
Oh,
Arnold.
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 And I do find a flamer. I find a reload for my flamer, right?
Yes, yeah, one of the.
And that's a reload, not 1 bullet, right?
That's correct. That's
Because you said 1 round, and I'm like, hang on a second.
sorry,
You'll-
1 ammo's worth.
You have 1 second of flame.
Use it wisely. Along with that, I'll also let you know, it looks like the bodies here were in some kind of last stand, where the door up ahead, they had built some barricades to try to block themselves off and have firing lines. They didn't care about behind them, but up ahead, definitely.
Well, good thing we have to go that way, right, guys?
Look at Reeb. Like,
Yeah. Totally.
Yes.
How fortunate.
Well, if you don't mind, gentlemen, you can go on up ahead. I don't believe there's anything else of note here. I say questioningly, looking at the GM.
Nothing that you're seeing.
look to the
All
side.
right. So if
A
everyone
million babies descend.
Oh dear, there's more.
If no one has any issue, I'd like us to move on, and also I'd like to set fire to the barracks.
Yeah. So everyone kind of like makes their way towards the exit door. You turn around, you take a blast with your flamer, make a ballistic skill check, just because it would be very amusing if you ran out of ammo on this.
Hey,
thing.
listen, I'm content with doing that.
I know it's a trade. It's an even trade.
Yeah, I
So
got
you
a
don't
6
even have to.
each.
Yeah, yeah. You sort of light it up and then turn back and make your way onwards. This
Thank you,
leads you
Braine.
to a much larger arterial hall. In fact, you realize through all of this, you've essentially reconnected back to the primary arterial hall of the ship, the one that you started in before you sort of like ran off the path, went to the subspinal. This was, and in fact, you see it as you emerge here. You can see the primary tram unit, the one you couldn't call on the main level from our first episode in this arc, that is sitting there, nestled in the cradle at the end of the line. A set of stairs lead up towards a sort of raised hall that connects into the Strategium.
So that's where the lazy bum's been the whole time.
At least we have our method of egress instead of going through the burning barrack fun time again.
Yes, on that note, can we make sure this functions first before we live it as our last, ditch effort to get out of here?
That is a good point. I'm going to try and just check and see if this is even active.
Yeah, you can you walk in there. You can give me a tech check as you sort of go in and take a look at the maglev unit here.
Sure. That's 6 on a glory.
Absolutely.
Woo.
So, two things happen. One, you are able to tell that this maglev unit is perfectly functional and working. However, the train rail system here doesn't have power, which you previously identified was the issue. The subspinal one did, which is how you were able to utilize that for transport. The power seems to have been cut off at the source, so someone in the Strategium turned it off. So this train works perfectly fine if you can reactivate the power for it from the Strategium.
Yes. It seems as though that's our key out. Once we set this place to explode, we should do that thing.
The second thing that you note of import here is that there is another data log that appears to have been hastily placed onto the cogitator unit of this.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
why don't we take a listen?
Time to hear what happened at church again.
This is church. The Strategium is fucked. I don't know what went on in there, but I'm not sticking around in case whatever did it comes back. I haven't seen anyone else alive, but I think there's a shuttle left in the docking bay. I'm going to take it. Get the fuck off this ship. Can't fucking believe this happened so damn close to my retirement. Anyways, hope the Emperor really does protect.
It's always right before retirement these things happen.
Yeah, she sounds pretty young for retirement. When do you guys retire?
Normally the same retirement age is like 16.
Oh.
Zedek just laughs at him and just stares very grimly off into space.
Retirement is for the weak.
That's what
continue
I'm
on.
saying, but I wasn't gonna say it because some people. Okay, let's go.
The moment has passed. Let us find our friend.
Absolutely.
Moving on.
Yeah, so are you going to make your way up to the Strategium?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you head on towards the stairs. As you do, you can see that there's a strip of lumens in the hall that connects to them. Making your way, you can see that this area is lined with sort of golden frescoes that have been embedded in the wall here. They depict various scenes of imperial triumph and history, showcasing various forms of the emperor, though all of them seem to be smeared with like dark brownish substances that have like embedded themselves to give the ancient depiction of the emperor the effect of like crying blood.
Excuse me?
Could I
It looks, yeah.
could I make like a scholar check to see if I know what ecclesiastical sect this is associated with?
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, okay. Don't laugh at me, Earndil. I'm doing my best to use the skill I dumped a lot of points into that I never use.
I know, we need you to do that.
I'm doing it. It's
It's
6
fine.
successes.
And a glory.
and a
Time to
glory.
shine.
Yeah, you would recognize that this has a lot of ties to ancient sort of depictions of the emperor. Very much a time in imperial history that truly venerated the emperor as a living god and the spread of the church. With a 6, you're able to pinpoint this particular fresco as being one that was very, very common at the time that is now known as the Plague of Unbelief. It's generally like thought to be around the same time as the Age of Apostasy, but the Plague of Unbelief was about a cardinal who controlled like vast swaths of the Imperium and took all of that money and used it to essentially build a giant mega church. So frescoes like these often went out onto vessels like this that might have been created with that wealth, and vessels like this often would have been used to take that wealth and bring it back with them.
Ah. This is a very storied ship, gentlemen.
What you know about it, Zedek?
Well, I could tell you this is from roughly around the time of the Age of Apostasy. These ships would go out among the stars and bring the Emperor's light to the unenlightened masses, and in turn for bringing the light to them, they would bring back the unenlightened masses' riches to give to wonderful cardinal whose name has been lost to history by purpose or by accident.
Ah.
Reeb sighs very hard. Is it any wonder that the Inquisition can get nothing done when the ecclesiarchy is busy robbing people?
It's not surprising, but is it any wonder the ecclesiarchy can talk and convert so many people while the Inquisition keeps knocking them all off?
I believe one would do better without the other, and I think you would prefer to have the Inquisition, Zedek.
Well, I do admit it would be pretty nice if everyone worshipped the Omnisire.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, pie.
It's okay, Pie. We won't listen. Okay, so where are we heading, boys?
As you walk along these frescoes, you eventually come to a set of massive golden double doors that are inlaid with precious gemstones and lined with platinum pillars. The servos here are created using other fine metals as well, and have actually been put into the fresco themselves, representing the organs of ancient imperial saints and cardinals. So, with all of that, you can see that even this fresco has been defaced with these sort of bloody smears, and at the center of it is the Emperor resplendent, holding his sword aloft, and as he does, he has this blood weeping down as the door itself has sort of cut him in twain with a slight little incision of where the two doors meet. There are cranks on either side to open this immense doorway.
It's a friendship door.
Very well. I get to the left one.
Captain Zedek will go to the right one.
And I'll form the head. And I stand in the middle.
All right, try to keep up. And I'm just going to be using my 6 strength, just like rocket it like a fucking I'm powering like a small city. It's gonna be faster than the eye can track. It's gonna be lightning red, and then Zedek can,
Zedek will use his 3 strength to attempt to turn it relatively fast.
All right, both of you, please. Both of you, just for lulls, give me strength tests.
Sure,
Please
you
roll
got
higher,
I'd be
Zedek.
happy to.
5 successes.
Break your
Can I spend 2 glory on this to try and
I'll
one
let
up
you.
high?
You can spend more if you want.
Fuck it, I'll spend. Do you want me to spend all the glory or 3 of
Yeah,
it?
go for it. I want you to go faster.
Sure.
I
Why not?
appreciate that Zedek's just like, I'm fucking doing this good. This is happening.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go, lab.
And that's a 1.
Oh, yes! Oh,
You forgot
it
the
didn't
other
run.
one.
It didn't.
I
roll
know,
the
it
report.
didn't do the. It didn't do the
So roll
glory.
the
I'll do those
four
first.
glory.
Oh god.
2 successes on those.
3.
Yeah,
But
Three
let me wrap this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that
Oh,
You're still
okay.
there.
That's,
You go.
no, that's
That's
4,
more for the
5,
initial.
6. That's more than you right now.
And I gotta roll 2 of them.
Yeah, because you have 2 fails in the glory as well. Yeah.
6.
And nothing.
Yep.
6.
You beat him by 1.
Yeah. So what happens is Pi is having very little difficulty like moving this crank, and you see it, and like I assume there's this moment where Zedek, your eyes just narrow slightly,
My
and
face furrows and just gains more definition.
as you call upon all of your family's ancient glories, and you just start going.
Forgive me, I must go all out just this once. That I've said before that I must go out just this once.
Just imagine Zedek Super Saiyan powering up.
As this is
read about this
happening, the door begins to open, and you can hear that as it's moving, it's almost like a music box that starts playing the 41st millennium version of Hallelujah. It's probably still Hallelujah. That starts coming through vox meters above, timed to the cranking. You can tell that this is probably normally opened by servitors. So, like, as Zedek's going, it's like, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, as he starts speeding up to try to go.
I thought you were gonna say it was Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah.
And as that's I mean they got things wrong. Okay, the future's weird. As the door opens, you see before you a massive chamber that has this glass dome around it that looks out into space, and there's multiple tiers that rise up. There are a set of stairs that elevate to a much larger sort of central area in this command throne space, where you can see what is probably the captain's throne facing out towards space, surrounded by walls that are filled with consoles in a slightly circular fashion. That is all accessed by a stairway that leads up from the entrance, and then there's sort of ramps around the outer edges of the room that go up to rows upon rows of cogitation units that sort of line the first half of this spherical chamber.
Are there any other doors past this, or
This is the strategium itself. There's no other access point that you can see here.
okay?
This-
So we're bottlenecked, basically. Good. Thank you.
This is the
You have
locus of
reached the
suffering.
bridge.
As
But like all of you are like, this puts Zedek's strategium to shame.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this ship, and look at who actually owned it. This reminds me of the basilicas on Voloth Prime. I haven't seen one of these in years.
I was about to say it reminds me of an actual ship, Zedek.
Look,
Yeah, haha. We'll talk get about the sorry state of the ship later.
look,
No, what I'm
look.
saying is if we find a way to salvage it, it would be a nice addition.
You have to
Reeb.
understand.
Read my
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, I'm interrupting. My bad. Go ahead.
Lord. We'll get to you in a second.
Oh
I
shit.
apologize.
It's okay. I forgive you.
You're threatening me?
Yes, back to me threatening you or attempting to. Reeb, as an Inquisitor, you should know we can't. There's no coming back. This is nightmare on the ship. They're not going to save it. They're going to turn it into slag, if it even exists in a state of molecular flux after whoever's done with it.
What I mean is we could find a way to jettison the strategium. After all, what's saying it was corrupted, if it were to be blown off. Doesn't seem to be in terrible condition. Actually, can I do a quick investigate to see if this area has experienced any funny warp explosions?
Well, are you going to like start spending time looking around? Like at this point, the door has just opened, so I mean, you're not even able to see the full breadth of this room. You're just kind of at the little. You're like little bugs at the entrance of this immense chamber.
Right.
So if you want to, you can, but it's less like, oh, I make an investigate for this whole area. It's like, where are you going? Are you going to go up to like the side ramps? Are you going to go up that central stairway to the central strategium with the command throne? Where exactly are you wanting to?
Presumably, as Reeb is entering in and getting an actual feel for how big this is compared to Zedek's strategium, he's going to think better of it and say, perhaps not. That's a bit too much work.
Yeah, and what is going to stop us from getting the place stolen by the big ship Marangus?
Yeah, but you need to figure about that, don't we?
Yes, as very wealthy and shiny as this bad ship is, we will have to make do with Captain Zedek's shitty strategium. In a good way.
Grind. You can tell that the door now is starting to close.
Let's go in.
Since no one is like continuing to crank.
I'm gonna head in.
Okay.
We're all
I assume we're walking
Going
in. And
Yeah, so Zedek and Pi rush back to meet the group, and shortly after there is a resounding, echoing boom as the twin gold doors seal you in this immense chamber.
going
Well,
through Zedek.
Figure out that in a minute.
And I pat him on the shoulder and go, don't let him get you down. Zedek. For the many adventures that we have gone on, and seeing the absolute terrible state of your ship and the questionable birthday cakes and all of whatnot, you've done quite well with what little you have been given to you. And I admire that. There have been many chieftains that I have advised over in this. I have to say, you are definitely a cut above the rest of them. You've done far better. So, otherwise, I don't know if anyone ever has said that, Captain Zedek, but good job.
Zedek will be actually touched by Lorn taking the moment to show him human kindness, and he'll just look at him sternly and say, "Thank you, Lorn. I needed that."
He'll pat him on his shoulder, and stuff, and like, you would have made a great chief. Besides that gut, though, and I leave. Go around looking.
All right.
If you weren't so fat, you would have made a good chieftain.
It's all those cakes, Zedek. It's all those cakes.
Thurston.
Yes.
Specifically, because Reeb is curious about the fate of Church, as it were, Alpha Buse, the fate of Church when, he's going to try and see if he can find anything else pertaining to her around here, if that's possible, as a first move, if he can.
So you're going to make your way up the sort of central stairs towards the like primary strategium and then try to access one of the consoles?
Yeah.
Okay. I assume the rest of you are sort of following him up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be heading on in. I'm gonna be trying to gain access to the majority of the systems. I'm trying to look into the database.
Okay, so the two of you are stepping up these like steps and immediately going to cogitator units and starting to access stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Zedek, what are you doing?
Following along behind, just
Okay.
thinking over the state of my ship and my body, apparently.
Okay. So yeah, I kind of see it like you're coming up the steps. Like Pi runs off to one set of cogitator units, Reeb to the other set. There's sort of this, large throne that's staring off in towards the distance. Zedek, you're kind of placing yourself behind the throne, like equidistant between these two and watching things. Lorn, what are you doing?
I'm trying to like go to all these access panels and I like press the button and I assume I see like a stream of information.
Yeah.
I kind of nod like, yeah, Like I have any clue what the hell's going on. And I
Which
just
one
look
of the
like
two
I'm-
are you? Because there's basically two sets of panels. Lorn has, or sorry, Reeb has gone to one, and Pi has gone to the other. Who are you going with? Basically, who are you?
I'm not going
sharing?
with it. I'm just finding one that no one's touched yet, so I look like I'm doing
Okay,
something.
but there's two sides, left and right. One has gone to each of them. Which side are you going to?
I'll go on the right side.
Okay, cool. All right, Reeb and Braine, will you please give me tech checks for your respective actions here?
Yes.
Also, speaker, you are activated. I hear the winds of the extent.
Good.
I'm just being old.
4 complicate.
7 and no complicate.
Okay. So, Reeb, you were trying to find more information on Church, and specifically the state of the shuttle, right?
Yeah.
You start accessing the data, and you can tell that the Carillon had 2 shuttles, and both of them are currently off ship. As you're sort of cycling through the dates, one of the dates is completely just like garbage data. Like it looks like just scrap code, weird ASCII characters that pop up. The other one would be a date that would roughly translate to when you know the Carillon was supposed to have entered the system. Like within a few hours of it entering the Fimbria system, one of the shuttles departed.
So presumably that one is hers, would be my guess. Can I
Your complication
Hmm.
is that as you're doing this, you catch sight of something moving
Where?
in the grating beneath you.
Y'all. Okay.
You just see some like strange reflection of light down.
Well, given this ship, he will make ready for it, but he's not going to break away just yet.
Okay.
to deal with it.
Going to Braine now. Pi, what were you looking for specifically?
I am trying to gain access, right, to the general capacities to, say, the engines or, say, the reactor. I am trying to find the means to access the thing that would allow us to overload the ship and blow it up.
Okay. You can tell that that's going to require a bit more than a 7. And like a lot more effort is going to need to be invested. However, with what you've rolled, as you're starting to gain access, I mean, this is still an Imperial starship. It is very difficult for one person to gain access to most things. However, you are able to see certain elements of the vessel that have been put on lockdown. Particularly, you can see that the power for the primary maglev was deactivated, but it hasn't been put behind any powerful firewalls or encryption coding. So that's something you could immediately reactivate.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
I'll flip that. If it's going to take some time for me to be able to overload this area, then I would like to perhaps try to find information on Defakabi and what exactly happened and where he might have gone.
Okay, so you're gonna start digging into that as well after you've upped the up that. Perfect. All right. Lorn, I know you were doing that. Lorn and Zedek, can you both give me awareness tests?
Sure. I'd be happy to.
I can sure make an attempt.
That's a 1 and a complication.
Good.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. Okay. Lorn, you notice that things here are just very quiet. There's no other sounds but you and your allies here.
It's too quiet.
It is. And the clacking of cogitator units. But the clacking of the cogitator units isn't what you're used to. Like, normally you hear chattering of various different machine units all around the bridge of the deck collector. There's sort of this complete disharmony. Here, everything is almost activating in unison. The clacking of some of the devices here is all synced.
Hmm.
Zedek,
Yes.
You get bored.
That's not surprising.
You have these people who are looking around and doing all this data. You've sort of set yourself up to so to speak, to like do guard duty. Well, everyone is starting to, hackerman it up, and even Lorn is kind of pretending to. You realize that you're not seeing anything, but something does entice you. You're looking at the back of this throne.
I was just going to suggest Zedek just wanders towards the throne anyway and kind of stares out, thinking how much better this would be in his stratagem.
Yeah, absolutely. And so as you sort of take your time to look at it, staring at the back of this throne, which has this strange sort of fresco on it looking at you. You can see this is not the emperor, though. This is some important saint whose name you don't quite know, who is reaching a hand towards the stars with the light of the Imperium, and you're sort of like, oh, this is interesting, and walking around it and seeing the gilded nature of it. And this is a massive throne, by the way. Like, we're talking like 5 by 5 meters elevated up, so you're actually having to do like a pace around it. You walk by Reeb, who's intently looking, and then seems to pause as Reeb notices something, and you take your first step up what is a marble set of stairs at the front of this throne. Again, kind of coming up the side of it, you can see the names of various worlds that have been inscribed on the marble here, beginning at sort of the far right with a planet that you're not familiar with, and then various other ones. You take another step up, and then you see something sitting in the throne, and I need you to give me a resolve test, the difficulty of which will be 5.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Can I spend 2 glory on this?
That sounds like a good idea.
All right, here we go. That's a 2. Let's roll the other 2 die first.
Mm-hmm. See here.
Let's go. Wow. Oh, that's power. That's a 6.
6. That is, those 2 glory make all the difference.
Oh, captain, my captain.
You turn in time to see an abomination against reality writhing under the sort of envelope of the throne. None of you could see it because the back of the ship's throne is so immense. You see what can only be described as a conglomeration of humanity and horrors merged together. It stares at you with dozens of eyes opening and closing all across its bloated, clearly semi-etheric form. It turns to you as you would dare to ascend its seat. And, well then, Captain Zedek, you're going to get to go first in this little situation. What would you like to do?
Wow. Huh. For the first time, I'm at a loss for words.
Very appropriate.
I assume none of us else see this. We don't.
No, none of you have seen
away.
this yet. Like, the way to describe, like, imagine that this plinth you're on is a circle, right? And in the center of the circle is another circular, like, throne that's elevated. You've only gone to the first banks of cogitators, so you're just seeing the back of the throne. Zedek got curious and started walking around.
Lorn will yell out, going, Zedek, you find anything? I'm only seeing words.
I really do think we'd be running into more trouble here, but things seem pretty nice.
It's very quiet here.
Yeah, I really do appreciate that. I think
Zedek, what are you doing?
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
That's me.
What? Zedek's very
Zedek?
wrong. It's very mean for you to say about pie.
Yes, Lord.
Zedek would like to draw his arc pistol and
Yep.
kind of do a combat super action hero dodge backwards and getting as far away as he can from this aberration and take a shot.
Totally.
It's a 5 and a crit.
5
Ooh, crit.
and a crit. That is beautiful. A 5 will definitely hit it. You can even shift 1 dice for an extra point of damage. Roll me 2d6 for that crit as you get the Captain Zedek special off before diving out of line of sight of this horrific thing.
It's going to be a 26.
Okay, and then roll me damage.
Sure.
With 1 bonus dice as well.
14.
Okay, 14 and a 26. Ferocious rending. Ferocious rending. Your attack shreds the opponent's flesh to ribbons. Target suffers 1d3 more wounds, so I can do determination against this. Roll me 1d3. It also, you can increase this if you want to spend glory. Every glory you spend will do more wounds to it as well.
We have 5 glories.
Say, would anybody be opposed to making this thing go away faster?
No, go for it.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
Absolutely.
sure.
You're going to drop all 5 into it?
Should I do all 5, or do you want me to save 1 just in case we have to
One
save
just in case there's
That's-
12 d6.
Yeah. So we'll do 4
Absolutely.
glory.
Okay, so plus 4, so 14. Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to roll it. It just adds it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Okay, so perfect. I'm going to, and then, D3, so 2. So 2, 6, cool. I have some determination stuff to make here. Cool. It takes this, and you can tell you've lacerated it terribly. It looks like it's leaking out. It looks like your bolt of electrical energy has seared across it and caused it to weep more sores and stagger slightly. And then you dive out of the way.
Gentlemen, I
And
don't think
then
we're alone anymore.
It goes.
What do you see?
It I suppose the best way to describe this is it flows around the throne, splitting itself in half in a sense, moving more like liquid than a corporeal thing to create itself in 2 split halves that rejoin on the back of the throne, revealing itself to every one of you now. For those of you who aren't Captain Zedek, can all of you give me a difficulty 5 resolve test?
I can try.
I see. Resolve, you say, correct? The thing that with the R?
Yes.
No.
Come now, resolve.
Yeah, if it ever doesn't work, on the top left of the sheet, you can just click use and
Zero,
die.
0 complication.
Okay.
Lorn rolls with a 3.
Okay. Lorn, are you happy with that? Or
Nope,
are any of
'cause
you
you
wanting
said
to
the
spend
word.
wrath?
You
Yeah.
said the word.
I
It's a
can't
5.
succeed
It's a
anyway.
5. I'm good.
You understand? I can't.
Yeah, no, Reeb, I know Lorn was a bit closer. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is a terrifying entity. It is not a fearsome entity. So, failure in this case is a bit more drastic than normal. You will, those of you who failed, which would be Reeb and Pi, you will have to actually just run away from this thing. You will spend all of your actions running away, and you will continue to do so until an ally gives you a leadership that meets the requisite difficulty number to rally you back into the fight.
GM,
Yes.
did they just suffer the feared condition?
So this is not the feared condition. This is the terror condition.
Oh.
So they have suffered a condition nevertheless.
However, if you grant any bonuses to fear tests, they also apply to terror tests.
Not necessarily.
If you have anything that
bonuses.
grants immunity to fear, if you have anything that
Bonuses.
grants immunity to fear, you can grant them one extra icon on their resolve tests.
Okay.
So if you have anything that gives them immunity to fear, you can basically give them +1 to it.
I do not yet.
Okay.
I realize I can make you feel a little bit better and recover your shock, but I can't do a leadership test until it's my turn.
Yeah, so can I just take it real quick and just spend my turn fleeing?
Well, its turn's not done. That was just it moving into line of sight of you.
Oh, terrific, good.
In fact, once it moves, it then seems to focus all of its eyes on Captain Zedek. And it speaks with mouths that don't come from it, but seem to speak from the vox emitters on the bridge in a chortling static that blurts out, "The captain of the broken vessel that sails the stars. They laugh at you, but would bow if they knew the truth." And then it's gonna make a psychic test, because we like those, don't
Lorn,
we?
your opponent.
I can do that.
Oh, it's gonna peril.
Oh my
twice.
god! It just.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
Please explode instantly.
Well, I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna perils regardless. But mark me down a rune point, please.
Okay. I will try to
Zedek, what's your
deny that of the
defense rating?
witch.
My defense,
Yeah.
as soon as I go over into the actually lows, is 2.
Oh, good. So that will hit, but I'm still not happy with it hitting. So we're gonna.
Oh, I would
do
expect
that.
you would.
Okay.
be.
Perfect.
Oh, good.
It's
So,
still
all right,
perils
real
times
quick,
total.
It perils 3 times now because of that reroll. Because I rerolled into a third perils, so this will be fun. It speaks those words, and then it looks into your soul. And first of all, Captain Zedek.
Wait, but I'm denying the witch.
Okay.
Yeah, I've said like 3 times.
I didn't fucking hear you. My apologies.
It got drowned out by the voices of the void.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so this is the first time we denied the witch. So
Mhm.
it's basically I cannot do my psychic powers on my turn because I'm doing it on this thing now. To deny thine witch. So how do I deny the witch?
Okay. So the deny the witch will be. It's basically. It's a psychic mastery test. The difficulty is 2 plus the difficulty of the power you are trying to deny.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So you'll need a 10.
Oh. Then we don't have a lot of glory. Well,
You can do it.
I will look upon the creature, and I'll see then what I know what kind of psychic power it's doing.
You do not know what's type. You just know that it is doing etheric powers and channeling them towards Captain Zedek.
Well, good luck, boys.
I don't like
I shall
that.
deny the witch.
And I only got a 7, but I have a wrath. I
Yep.
will do my wrath.
I got a 9.
You could spend the glory and you'll equal it, and then you'd be able to deny it.
It wouldn't get. I would have to roll the glory, and I have to succeed the
Wait for less
glory.
glory.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So you reach out, Lorn, and try to stop this as you see these waves crash into these etheric waves that only you can see crashing into the captain, who is once again met eyes with this horrific monstrosity, but
Game
it
master.
doesn't happen.
Sorry
And
to
in fact,
interrupt.
oh what?
May I? That we had that one glory. Would you permit me to roll that one glory? Someone granted 2, but I'm going to say this happens after.
Yeah.
The system.
Okay, I will allow you to roll it.
So if I can succeed, boys,
Oh,
I need.
a 4+.
Huh?
Give me your energy.
No! Well, technically I have wrath, so I can re-roll that, right?
Trying to bullshit the GM.
Yeah.
I can re-roll it, right?
Wink.
No.
Okay. 100%.
Cap-
You gave me the generosity to at least roll, so we'll keep going.
Captain Zedek, you are struck in your very soul by whatever. These words have shaken you, but more importantly, they have burrowed into your mind. You take 3 mortal wounds.
Fuck.
As they just drill into you. But along with that, I require you to give me a difficulty 3 corruption test.
6.
No, that is not what Zedek is thinking in the moment.
Yeah,
That's your conviction. That's your conviction. That's your conviction.
Okay.
New York. 62. No.
All right.
Can I
Do you have a wrath?
I do have a wrath still.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, I will wrath it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Someone give me another wrath. 7 and a glory.
Yeah. So you stand firm against the corrupting influence on your soul from this horrific monstrosity.
I know who I am, and I know what I am, and I will not let whatever monster you are tell me otherwise.
Cool. Who wants to go next?
Should I just get my turn out of the way?
Sure.
Yeah, so you're gonna just like start running, correct?
Ah! I've had enough of this ship.
He's gonna run towards the door.
Yeah, you make your way away from this in like terror of this utter abomination against reality. That's perfect. As that occurs, it takes its second action.
Good.
At which point you can see now that along the floor it has these tentacles that sort of seep out from its body. Yes.
Did you do perils yet?
Oh, that's a good point. Thank you. Thank you.
3 perils.
Yeah, no, that is
Yeah.
very important. See, I got
Let's see
distracted by the deny, so
Yeah.
that's my bad. Let's do this.
That's the worst case scenario. He just turns into another chaos spawn.
So
I'm
it's
just-
gonna be this plus 30.
Creature
My
2
most
perils.
So
enjoyable
66. That won't
is
be
when-
bad, right?
is because immediately like a lot of people in chat will be like Scarbrand. But I'm like, Scarbrand shows up, the campaig's over. Warham's
We're
ends.
not gonna fight a legendary bloodthirster.
No,
Warham's
I will
ends.
fight him.
And then you will die.
Go get him, champ. Go get
I'm
him.
about to say, guys, I just looked over at the chat. All you guys rooting for perils. There are very few of these that work out in our favor.
Hey chat. Thanks for reminding me. Hey chat.
Oh, good.
Hey chat. Thanks for reminding me. All right. So all creatures in 25 meters, so that'll be all of you at the time this occurs, take 5 shock.
Neat.
Terrific.
I gain 1 rune. And my personal favorite, which will impact 2 people. For the remainder of the scene, all wrath dice as part of a psychic mastery test that don't result in a 1 or a 6 must be re-rolled once.
Hey, Thurston, I'm exhausted.
Yes.
I have.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Like seeing this thing, and then it like channels this energy and these discordant voices coming out of the voxes. They just sap all of your internal resolve. You are exhausted.
All of us, right? Or
No, just me.
No. Just you all take 5 points of shock, but if
Okay.
that takes you to 0 shock, then you're exhausted.
Remember, I only have 5 shock.
yes.
Yeah.
Because I got hit in the head by that elf, I am also exhausted.
Oh, good.
I will help.
All right.
Stupid elves.
Stupid elves. All right, so this like awful thing had taken its action, done that. Then we've gone to Reeb. Reeb had like started to run away, which basically at this point means you are making your walk action to get away from this thing. Then it goes, and as I was describing, it gets multiple actions. Its second action is that it leaves behind it a carpet of tentacular limbs, which seem to snake down into the grating. And Reeb, as you are moving away from this thing, you realize that what you saw in the grating was like a vine nest of tentacles that run underneath the entirety of the strategium off of this thing's body. And just as you piece this together, one of them bursts through a grate near to Braine.
Can't worry about that now. Running away.
and makes an attack on you, Pi.
Ow.
Which will crit you.
Yes, it will.
With an 8. And I think.
However, you'll only be shifting 1 dice.
Yes. So we'll do that, and bloop. I will do 14 damage total to you. No AP on that.
Okay. Swell. That's quite a bit. I will be rolling. I can't roll determination. Oh shit.
Checking to see if I have a reaction for this to help you out.
Well now. Looks like a Pi is down to 3 wounds. Hey, but guess what? I can counterattack.
Yeah, but guess what?
Yeah.
You still have to get critted.
I know. I'm gonna get critted.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, can we get the crit out of the way so we can bemoan the fact that I can't heal anyone right now?
21 brutal rupture. Oh, you
Oh,
take
no, my-
D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, please, don't.
Where were you when Warhams was die?
You
I
take 3
died.
mortal wounds, Pi.
All right. Well, I am now dying again.
Okay, so you fall down from this tentacle bursts out, wraps around your leg. You get ready to counterattack, and it crushes.
Can I still counterattack? Is this even like an enemy, or is this just like a ranged attack?
This is an attack. You can counterattack the tendril.
Can he add 0 hit? Can he add 0 hit points?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I can counterattack when I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question is like if I attack the tendril, like does the tendril have its own separate HP pool, or is it?
You
just...
don't know.
I don't. You're
That's
right.
a mechanical element thing that you wouldn't know.
You're right.
It's just to question mechanics.
No metagaming.
No metagaming. If I'm dying, I'm not running away.
Correct. I mean, you're crawling away theoretically. but-
Theoretically, yeah. I won't counterattack because the reason I was going to counterattack is so I wouldn't have to run away. But now it seems as though that problem has solved itself.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, remember, this is a great point to remind you. I believe you can spend, is it Wrath Dice to get shock back?
I know.
It's a little bit like shock is one thing, but we're kind of in a little worse.
Oh
stress.
wait, no, I will counterattack because there's no reason not to. Because on my turn, the counterattack malice goes away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will counterattack.
Do it up.
Do it up.
Counter of attack.
Imagine you stabbing like this, like.
That'll do.
That's a good retort. 10 and a crit.
I think that I am not a squid man.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does hate squids.
Yeah, call upon your trading against the Lemurian squid thingies.
15.
Okay. 15. Gosh, I should just say. Headshot.
Does that work? Do you have to
I'm
reroll?
just gonna assume that what happens is like this tentacle is like writhing around your leg. You raise up your power sword and swing it down, and as you do, the tip of the tentacle forms into a head that stares up at you just in time to be hit by the sword.
Yeah.
It looks like my shifting hitbox was really against me this time.
Yeah. This move was unsafe on block, Chaos Spawn.
Are you using
Yeah,
your
frame
new
advantage.
sword or your old sword?
I'm using my Lemurian power sword.
Okay. Just clarify
Yeah,
that.
because you
people
would
are
have
gonna
had to
freak
draw
out.
the big guy.
Yeah. And also, this gives me a passive defense bonus.
Yeah.
So, let us
Okay.
go. 14
And then
damage.
D3 mortal wounds. Or,
That's
sorry,
right.
regular wounds. Fine.
So 1d3.
And you can do extra wounds if you want to spend glory.
3.
To clarify for
Ah!
people, it was a decapitating thing.
It was the headshot was the crit.
Yeah, that
the
one.
crit effect.
I could say you could probably take 4 glory if you're up for that.
Well, with 17 damage AP3, does that solve this tentacle problem?
It might.
Yeah, about to say.
I'll be tempted to pump 2 more glory into it just to get to that sweet 19 damage.
I mean, the tentacle's part of this thing, so
Well, I don't know if I'm doing damage to the tentacle or if I'm doing damage to the Chaos Spawn.
I think both are good.
Yes, but I did a lot of damage, and I don't know
Yeah.
if it's dead yet. So I'll do 19.
Okay, 19. Yeah, you slash down on this thing and just sever it in half and then do a backstroke that cuts it down. And as you do so, like the mass of the tentacle hits the ground, flops off of your leg, and you just like hear this slight like sizzling sound as it dissolves on the deck. Underneath, you can still see writhing movement, but that appears to be it for like this tentacle. It's not grabbing you or holding you in place anymore.
I'll show you.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Oh, and also, since it did make you die, it's dealt like some severe damage to your leg, almost like the wrapping around caused like burn damage from just how much it was crunching into you and the speed at which. So your left leg has got this sort of not compression, but like almost like burning scorch from how fast that thing came up and grabbed you. All right, that was its go. Back to you. Lorn, you had denied, so you can't take a combat action, but you can like still move around if you would like. And then we also have Braine. Who would like to go next?
I'll let Pie go because it was going to be my turn where I go neat, and then that's it.
Well, but you could like theoretically like even just hit him with a stick.
No, he can't because he did deny the witch. He got his he can do basically a move action to like
okay. In that case, so I know that being dying knocks me prone. Since I'm tapped into the cogitator, can I potentially make an athletics check to instead like basically still be as immobilized but kind of splay myself out back, leaning back on the desk rather than on the ground?
I sure. You'll still require like a movement at some point to get up, but
I can't move.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will try to like kind of basically be sprawled towards the back. I'm on my feet, but I'm still like fundamentally just fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Yeah, I mean, like you could like sprawl onto it. Like you're
okay.
fine.
Cool. In that case, I could try shooting it. I think that might be the only... but if I'm attacked again, then I won't have my weapon out. So what I'm going to do is... I can't run. So I'm going to try to interface with the cogitator I'm already connected with and see if maybe I can get some kind of automated defenses online.
Bold move, Cotton.
Exactly.
Give me a tech check.
Absolutely. I'm going to be pumping 2 glory into this.
Okay.
4 successes and a glory. You're going to need me to wrath that?
Yep.
All right.
Please do that.
Oh, nice.
You are desperately scanning for anything you can. But again, like you just don't have the access and you're trying so hard. Like you're able to note that, oh, there are some defensive turrets in here. But like as you're like access denied. All right.
Lord.
Nope. Lorn, your go.
I guess my movement actions that I'm going to put myself in a position to where I am not going to be tentacled upon.
Okay, so you're trying to like look for a place where the tentacles couldn't burst out and attack you?
Yeah, try to get a safe place.
So the way you can do that is by moving onto the plinth where the throne is. You'll still be able to see the thing because that plinth is pure marble. Like nothing is coming out of that.
I'll do that, I suppose.
Yeah, so you rush over. You're kind of like behind it from the rest of your party, but you're now in a much safer position.
Yeah, I have to do the Eins al Ghul thing by standing there and then buff myself for 5 hours. So
I mean,
but you're gonna be
do what we do.
Jumping reverse into a corner and building up speed for 12 hours.
Yeah.
So you can clip out of the ship.
So that is the end of our first combat
round.
Thing. God damn it. Second combat round. Who would like to go first?
I think Zedek.
I think Captain Zedek should go first.
Yeah.
I think Captain Zedek should try to rally Reeb before anyone else gets too badly wounded. So
I'll point something out here. Captain Zedek, you can do a leadership test. The difficulty is 7.
Okay.
difficulty 7, and that will rally your people. You can opt to do one of them, or you can opt to do both of them, but then it's difficulty 9.
Do it big and make it nasty.
Oh my god.
You want all the glory for this, I'm guessing?
That's a good idea.
Yes.
No sense in interrupting this thing if it's just going to kick our asses.
Yeah, I'll spend all the glory.
Okay.
All the glory has been.
All the glory
It
is
happens.
Captain Zedek, how are you doing on shock, by the way?
On shock, I'm not doing too well, but I'll get to that on my simple action.
Okay, no, I was wondering, and I should offer this to Pi and Reeb. Do you guys want to spend a wrath point during your previous turns to have?
I need all the wrath I can get. I'm holding.
Yeah,
on.
I'm willing to spend wrath on that.
Okay, so mark Pi down the wrath point, and then you get, I believe it is your rank plus.
Yeah, it's rank.
Isn't it like rank plus tier or something?
I think it's
Rank.
rank plus tier. Checking. It is rank plus your tier. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I have 5 shock.
Oh, fuck it. Knock me down 1, 2.
That's kind of what I figured.
Okay, great. I'm not exhausted anymore.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah, for reference,
Okay,
that was why
none.
that. Yeah.
Sorry, you have no wrath. Earndil, you have
Lorn,
one.
did
I
you
have
wanna do
2,
that
and
as well?
Zedek has 2. No, I'm pretty good.
Okay, cool. All right, so back to Zedek then. So you've taken 3 glory. You're going to do this leadership test to try to inspire your folks.
Go for
I
9.
sure am.
All
Fine with the
right.
base. That
Mhm.
not bad for the base.
Yeah,
We'll do
we
another
have 2
3
wrath.
for the die. I'm sorry, the glory die.
Oh yeah, roll the 3 glory. Okay,
So you're at
so
6. You need
So total,
6, and you'll
I'm
get
gonna-
5 dice to reroll.
Yep, and I will wrath it,
Yeah,
and
you
then
need
roll the other 2.
yeah. You need 1 more on 2 dice.
No.
Fuck.
Wait, hold on.
There's 1 more glory. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 more glory that is there.
I mean, you already succeeded on that 4.
Let me see.
Wait, did you?
No,
1,
it
2.
would have been a.
Yeah, the
7
difficulty is
plus 1.
9. He needs 1 more.
He's doing both of the people who are currently
Yeah.
routing.
I say take the last glory.
If Thurston will allow it.
Oh yeah.
I'll allow it without the reroll, just to
Okay.
keep things interesting.
Yeah, that's
Get a
fair.
4.
That's fair.
Need to get a 4.
Oh!
You got a 5.
Okay, then it's gonna go.
Ah!
How do you rally them? By the way, I'm curious. What is Zedek's way of rallying his inquisitorial acolyte and like wounded Skitari ally?
The Emperor's light and the Omnissiah's will flows through us today, lads. Do not die here. We are going to make this meatball man meet his end. And I would also like that to be my simple action for gallows humor.
Meat his end.
Oh, I'll allow it. How much?
Yeah.
How much is that?
It's a fellowship test, and I get icons plus rank.
Oh yeah, okay, do it.
But everybody's pretty much topped out, so I think I'm the only one who actually needs it.
It gave me an extra 1.
Cool, here it comes. It's gonna be. Wow. All right, so that's
Meatball?
7 shock
Nice.
to myself and my allies.
Nice.
What a shame.
It's gonna go.
Good.
Well, can Captain Zedek move and attack on his turn?
No, because you would have had to declare
Oh,
because it's still an
yeah, you're
action
right,
to
you're
do. You would like you can still move. You just can't attack because that would have increased the difficulty
True.
by another 2.
Yeah,
Which you don't
Captain Zedek's gonna move back because he knows not to get fucky with this with 3 wounds left.
Okay, so like you're kind of moving back to where Reeb would be. So you and Reeb are close. Braine's kind of off to the side, sprawled on that console, and then behind this thing, sort of on that marble plinth, is Lorn. This thing goes, and this time, all of its eyes like sort of flow around its body towards its back left corner, all of them like almost merging together like bubbles in in water into one immense eye that stares at you, Lorn.
Oh, I figured this was gonna happen.
And then you just hear again the booming loudspeaker voice from it. The weak old man who comes from a world where no one is weak, abandoned by wolves for his forsaken weird that will lead only to damnation. And it's going to use a psychic power on you.
Okay.
Let's roll it. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Pop.
That will also complicate, by the way.
Oh, perfect. I'm also going to spend a rune point to make this better because I'm not happy with that result. So mark me down a rune point.
4.
I'll take a 10.
Oh,
Yeah. I will not be denying the witch.
I will not deny it.
Perfecto. Its eye stares into you, and you see something in that eye, something looking into the depths of your existence. In fact, as it does, you catch sight of various vistas beyond, cities that have impossible architecture, avian creatures staring at you from above, taking an interest in you. Everything sort of just has an oppressive gaze, all focused on you, and you feel your body erupting under this pressure. First of all, are you? I'm going to assume you're not going to try to deny this because of the high result, but you could.
No, but if you want, I can add some narrative flair of the
Absolutely.
that I assume that I assume it's basically like he's making me see the worst things that paralyze me and all that other stuff, right?
Yes, you were feeling like energies of the warp coursing through you.
Yeah, then I assume it's like showing me some really like garbage things, right? Maybe like sins of the past or something.
Absolutely.
It's basically like Lorn is now getting flashbacks of his old village in Fenris, where like he was like advising like a nice young chieftain or whoever who was very proud, everything was healthy, but then he only sees fire and brimstone and multiple ships coming up to the shore and families that he's looked upon and the chieftain's folk just, you know, not really having a good time when you really think about it, and just nothing but just terrible like war-torn areas of a village.
And that causes you to gain 2 points of corruption as you relive those. But this time, Lorn, you manifest your psychic powers in that memory in defense of your people. But this time it just goes terribly, terribly wrong. Terribly, terribly wrong. And oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Random results.
What you get there?
You feel this mutating power seep through you, and as it seeps through you, like when you use your powers, your psychic powers in your memory for the first time, this time instead of what you remember happening, this time this corruption accelerates your muscle growth, and you grow to be brawny and burly and like almost inhuman in nature with the size of the muscles you grow.
Are you serious? He's becoming
I'm not fucking kidding. The
called?
result of 41 on a minor mutation is you become a brute.
oh my god!
I'm gonna look this up. Hold up. I'm flipping to that page. Where is it? Page?
Page 290.
290. Okay, I'm flipping to it.
The 41 result on the minor mutations table.
Okay, let's see. 41. Okay, 41. Brute. Corruption massively accelerates your muscle growth. You are brawny and burly, but the increased muscle mass is obviously inhuman in nature. Your sudden growth grants +1 to strength and toughness. Most tools and devices are now too small for you to easily use, unless you acquire modified versions. You suffer 1 difficulty die penalty to all tests that involve physical manipulation of tools, including ranged weapons. Did you fucking permanently turn me swole, Lorn?
Incredible.
Swole Lorn.
You don't know if this is permanent. It might be.
So here's the problem. That's not just Swolorn. That's like 2 Swolorn.
Yeah.
That's like if Lorn turned into the Giga Chad.
Lorn, What's your new incredible strength stat?
My new
so
incredible
again-
strength stat. It's 2.
Stop growing.
So all of you see this happen. Lorn, again, you get 2 corruption points as like clearly the powers of the warp have hit your body and caused this rampant, horrific growth on you. Jesus Christ. Who would like to go next?
I like to imagine where I get all buff and stuff. I'm like, oh, it's really bad. Oh no.
I will go next because if this creature gets 2 turns, then it's best in my best interest to do damage now before getting healed, and then get healed and then take damage. So I currently can't move. But what I can do, seeing my friend begin to mutate and seeing all this terrible shit being said,
Lorn.
I kill Lorn. No, obviously not.
Escalated quickly.
I'm going to take out my plasma gun, and I'm going to see this overcharging.
Oh God. Okay.
I assume I'm in short range.
Yes.
Okay. Full auto fire.
Okay.
And as my plasma gun begins to heat up, I'm going to say, "All right, that was fun, now do me!" And then I'm going to let loose with my plasma gun and protect my comrade.
Okay.
Please don't
Please.
die.
Please.
Dimmadong,
Please.
Dimmadong. That right there is Dimmarong.
That will miss.
I have 1 wrath left. I'll reroll it.
Okay.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
Holy shit, I was so scared.
It's like, I was waiting for that one. I was
Same.
like, please. Not that I would wish ill on you at
Of
all.
course,
I mean,
of course.
No. All right, so you raise up your plasma gun, and there's just like this like I assume you're like struggling, your hands shaking to hold it steady as it's just becoming more and more unstable. Bolts of plasma flying out at this thing. You can shift 2 dice on this.
All right, cool. And supercharge, I believe, does it add 1 or 2 or 3 extra dice?
So if you are using the supercharge, you deals an extra +3 ED.
Oh,
So
good.
3 extra
Okay.
dice, so you'll get 5 extra dice.
Yeah, it's better than I thought. All right, let's rock. 23 damage, AP3.
Excellent. Exactly what we needed at this hour, because I don't think we did all that much damage to it yet.
You start tearing into it with bolts of plasma that begin searing off of it. It is going to make a determination roll against some of that. Boop. Oh, I'm not a fan of that, but I'll actually, how much rune am I? I'm only sitting on 1 rune point. We'll have to take it. Okay, so 23.
I'm sorry, say it again.
What was that?
Did you use it? Just say it one more time. My
No,
audio
I'm not
keeps
using a
being
rune.
messy.
Yeah, sorry. I was looking at using it, but I'm not. All right, you begin blasting off like huge tears of it that splash against the fresco. Each bolt of plasma sending this etheric flesh onto the fresco, causing it to dissolve, and you actually see these like ancient cardinals on the throne wither in their fresco form. Like the gold begins to tone down to bronzish. Oxidization comes, but even the frescoes themselves seem to change into like old skeletal figures who go from leading poses to like screaming in anguish. And with each bolt of plasma, you've clearly wounded this thing, and all of the eyes break apart on its back and rotate around towards you, Braine.
Yeah, fuck you too.
It's going to go. It barrels towards you.
This was predicted.
It barrels towards you, and as it does, this mountain of flesh creates this mouth that forms, and inside of it you can see faces and eyes staring through as it comes to try to chomp on you. Let's see how this goes.
Does it pass by Captain Zedek as it barrels towards Pi?
Captain Zedek would like to make attack of opportunity.
Captain Zedek would like to stab him.
It's not going to enter attack of opportunity range, no, because you pulled back to where Reeb was. So
Yeah, I'm about to say I was running away. You ran pretty far.
well, you were move actioning away because you were exhausted when you made your thing. So
Yeah.
It just barrels and like this chomping maw comes towards you, Pi.
All right, here we go.
That equals my defense.
That will hit then.
Ah.
Oh wait, no, it won't. I am wounded, you see, so my difficulties all go up by 1. As of course do all of yours if you've got wounds on you, but that will miss, and I am not in the mood of spending that rune dice. I have plans for that.
You have
rune
another
dice,
one
so-
now, by the way. You have 2.
Oh, thanks, chat. Thanks. I'm still gonna save it because there's cool things I can do with that. Who would like to go next?
How terribly fucked up is he?
You would have to spend a test.
You're right. Because this isn't like we're dealing with a normal guy. It's a fucking chaos spot. It's impossible to tell it.
Like the
You're
fact
right.
that its eyes have like bled over to your side. It does not have a hit point bar above it, alas.
Yes. To answer chat's questions, Pi is usually defense 5 and melee, but I do not have my power sword out, so I am not.
Yes.
Okay, I won't counterattack it with the butt of my rifle then.
Sorry. All right. I believe that leaves us with Lorn.
Which
Reeb,
Reeb
right?
can go. Reeb can go. I can go last. It's fine.
All right. Well, I guess I'm fine. So I'm just gonna run over to Pi and do my thing.
Do the Medicaid? Absolutely.
Well, I kind of have to, otherwise he will explode.
This is true.
This is true.
Terrible. That would be terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, by the way, I can finally use the Chirurgeon's tools. Functions as a medikit, +2 bonus dice to Medicaid tests when a character is dying.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like I had intended things for this equipment. Game
Alright, so-
design.
Here we go. Medicaid.
Medicaid to the moon.
Medic.
So this is the default. That's an 11 and a glory.
Oh damn, son.
With the additional 2 dice, that's nothing. How much wrath am I? I have 1 wrath. I'm just going to save it at 11 because that's sufficient enough to make you not die.
So DN3 restores a wound. Every shifted exalt, which in this case you could do 4, restores another wound. So you could restore 5 wounds to him. with this.
I will have to, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't when I shift them.
Oh no, I'm just like if you wanted to spend a wrath to fish for more or whatever. So
It's my last wrath, but honestly, I don't want him going under a massive damage attack again because I have no idea how much the bite does. So I'm going to wrath it.
okay, yep. So that'll be
That's a
so
12 now plus 2d6. That's now
2 more, so 7.
That's a 14 in total.
Yeah. So but 2 more for the shifting, so he'll get 7.
Yeah. So congrats, you're 1 point away from full health.
Optimal efficiency restored.
It will go.
Ow.
Good.
And
I would like to
as it. Oh, are you interrupting?
Because I want to. Well,
Do it. Just do it.
yeah,
Okay.
I might as well.
So-
It's mostly,
Absolutely.
unfortunately, it's going to be mostly for selfish reasons.
Oh,
But
fuck.
it's just
Oh.
a basic. The issue is that I don't really I can't heal anybody. Like I can heal myself, but I can't heal anybody else,
It's
which has
it's
been my
Reeb
biggest
medic.
criticism of psychic power so far.
I really
Reeb
should
is the
have
medic.
attacked and then Medicaid, huh? Fuck. I keep forgetting about a natural Medicaid when it actually matters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does anyone like actually fucked up?
It's like the only
Besides you,
thing, for me, my
Actually,
shock's
technically
only
me.
down. That's it. And I was literally going to fix that issue and then buff myself so I don't get completely just swapped in one hit.
True. I'm at 3 wounds right now.
'Cause I-
Yeah.
Cared all.
And also
it's-
remember, you can restore 5 shock just by spending a wrath point. So
Yeah,
and
I
that's
know,
not
but
an action.
but regeneration, because I'm at full wounds, regeneration, I just keep getting a shot back every turn.
That's
And
true.
I'm going to do other stuff to increase my resilience. So I just go and just stack that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so
Well, are you going to interrupt?
yeah, I'll interrupt so I can buff myself. So if this thing does go after me, then I won't immediately die.
Absolutely.
And as I'm screaming, go Lorn smash! I'm now just buffing myself. First, I'm going to cast regeneration.
Okay,
just so I can
you have
start.
to declare everything you're doing first before you roll it. So tell me what you're
Yeah.
doing.
So I'm going to cast Regeneration, and then I'm going to cast Shape Flesh, and I'm going to just do those 2 for now
Okay.
to make it safe.
So the difficulty on both of those goes up by 2.
I haven't done a Psychic Power yet.
Yep.
So it's base. So it's just 2 because I'm doing 2, right? Not 4.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
basically for every action beyond the first, it's a +2. Unless you have like unnatural or other abilities.
And I have that
Like
talent where I
yours
can
only
do 2 of
applies
these without
for
penalty.
sustaining, which you're not. So yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So we'll do Regeneration first. Bloop.
Okay.
Which I'm going to have to Wrath it because otherwise it's not going to work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There you
There we
go. With
Which I get a
what-
13.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that's going to be, I'm going to boost that, I guess. Let's see.
Yeah.
I
just
need
checking the
an 8
boosts
to
on
do
that.
it. I guess I can pull up.
So you can take 1, 2. Yeah. You
so
can
what
take
am I supposed to
2.
use? Like, yeah. So I can do
So you
every
could do
one. I
2
can
shock
boost it.
or a wound.
Yeah, I'll do the shock because I feel like I'm
Okay.
going to have to deal with that more.
Okay.
So I get 2 more shock additional, right? So it's 3 a turn. So okay, so I'll immediately come back up 3. So now I'm going to now cast Shape Flesh, and I'm going to harden my outer skin, give me +4 resilience bonus if I get this off. I need.
Okay. Difficulty's 8.
Okay, so
Well, yeah, 8 with the +2. Yeah.
I can
believe in
find
Lorn.
my thing. Sorry, psychic powers take 5 million years.
Magic.
Psychic magic.
Psychic mastery. All right. So
Whoop.
you can see the wounds are
5 uncomplicated. I assume I can't Wrath that one either.
You absolutely could.
I will do so.
You'll still get the complication, but
Wait,
you
is
could.
that
absolutely.
Is that a psychic ability?
Nice. There you go. So 9. You won't be able to do any like power like potency increases on this, but you can shape flesh.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
So
increase
you
my
were
resilience
giving
by
your
4.
+4
But
resilience.
as Earndil did bring up, was there a special psychic thing I have to deal with as well?
No, because you did roll a 1 and a 6, so you're actually good. Actually, wait, roll me 1d6 for the first power. That's right, the weird psychic thing. Yep. There
Yeah, I
was
just wanna
one
make sure I'm doing
one
good thing.
dice.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
rolled a
okay,
1.
we're good. Okay, perfect. So here, just roll me 2d6 for the perils, and we'll just do the plus 10 to it.
Excellent. I got a 43.
So there'll be a 53. So your perils is interesting. Visions of possibility. An awful droning buzz surrounds you, drowning out all speech. The drone penetrates the mind. All creatures with the psychic keyword have to make a difficulty 4 intellect, and if you fail, you are staggered and suffer 1d3 shock.
Ooh. And this Chaos
Excellent.
Spawn is a psychic, right?
It is, and it has it has an intellect of 1. Oh,
Fuck.
it fails. Hooray.
And it complicates.
You can't complicate on these types of tests.
Oh,
So.
the dream.
Shock is terrible here. Oof. Okay.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the Chaos Spawn have terrible shock?
Who knows? It
We
might.
terribly traumatized this creature.
This
poor
giant
Chaos
meatball
Spawn.
has like 1,000,000 fucking hit points.
However, if you succeed the intellect test, you do gain 1 wrath.
Well,
just to
so-
make sure that's for all of us, right? To now roll.
No,
psychic.
just you. It's psychers only.
yeah,
Okay.
but
So you and it.
Oh, I have an intellect of 2. Wonderful.
Yes. So
Good luck.
you could roll
Double
6,
six.
and then if you
Okay,
want
I
to
rolled a 1 and I
Okay.
sucked.
All
one.
right.
Nope. Okay, so you just take 1d3 shock from it. So all that shock you gained, I take it away.
That's fine. But
God
I'll
damn it, Jack.
still bring it back right back.
It's going to go.
Okay.
Which it's going to go, which it will be the last action of the round. It's going to take its 3rd action this round for those counting. And it's going to use its tentacular attack on Captain Zedek. Zedek,
Bitch, you might.
You've made your inspiring speech. You've rallied the troops. People are moving around. Lorn has got it. And then these tentacles just burst out from the ground in front of you and come to swipe at you.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Also, Thurston, question?
Okay.
that initial attack where it wasted my ability to have confidence in myself, were those mortal wounds?
Yes.
Or I could have fucking re-rolled them. I could have rolled the determination because of my funny button.
Oh,
Remember
well.
that next time.
You're right.
Oh, good lord. I am terrible and I do not hit. Actually, wait, you're defense 2, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's a melee attack, is it not?
It is. Oh, that's right. So you've got your parry, your witty.
I'm gonna hit him with the
riposte.
China's shuffle. I learned this technique.
wait, no, you don't even need to, because it's
wounded.
It's minus
wounded.
1.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you have a power sword, which gives you +1 parry,
That's
so
what I said,
+1
yeah.
defense. Yeah, so you don't even need to do that.
Yeah.
Unless Thurston feels the need
Yeah.
to use carefully back to the port.
Oh no, I'm going to save those. However, as we end this round, the party seems to be rallying against the awful creature. How about we take our break here and we'll come back?
Right, everyone, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Let's see if we survive. See you in
We
about 5.
boarded.
Don't
Doing
go
good
anywhere.
So far.
See you next time in the Glitter Dome.
Preserves. Just apricot preserves.
That's pretty nice.
But have you considered a compote?
Simple?
It's, but it's like you can't use it for everything.
I mean,
But you
I'm-
could use it.
Yeah, like I've had like oh, we have no jelly, so I'll have to get some apricot preserves and
On
peanut
fish?
butter. Well, not often on fish. I mean, I suppose you could eat that if you were like a psychopath.
Look, I mean, Greenland shark it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Look, we're already in enough of a jam as it is.
I think you're just
All right, which one of you chuckle fucks is taking your action? I want to hurt you, so let's
I
get
think
back into
I'll
this.
go.
Yeah, let's let Pice Braine go do it.
Ice brain.
Ah, fuck! I missed the joke.
All right. I will take out the Terminator, and I am going to charge.
It's right beside you, so you can't charge it.
Well, I'll leave and then come back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, okay, I won't do that because I actually feel like All right, fine. Then I suppose, all out attack. That'd be really funny, but it's almost always a terrible idea. I'll just normal attack.
Okay.
Follow me, Oriel! And whatever the hell this thing was made.
God.
All right. That is going to be 5 successes.
You will just hit with that. You can't
Ooh.
shift any.
Damn, that's rough. All right. I will. I'm going to actually spend glory in the tank for an additional damage die here because this is a brutal weapon.
Okay.
All right, so let's roll it.
God, that's sad.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You rolled a 2.
I did not roll very well. Wait, hold on. This is a brutal weapon after all, so it does slightly more damage than it looks like.
Yeah.
I know. I know. Very nice to me. Oh yeah. Okay. So you're right. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So
Correct.
actually, wait. All right. Well, in that case, you can enjoy the somber, lovely taste of 16 damage, AP 4.
That's good, but still, like,
It could have been so much better.
It hurt it. It's not looking good. You tear into the, and it just as you were sawing through, and it looks like this thing, like you can see even the holy scripture on it almost glow along its metallic and crafted hull, giving off this holy aura as you saw into the side of this thing, watching the eyes and mouths and faces on its flesh shift out of the way as you dig into its horrific form. It will go.
Okay, that's like its opinion.
It is its opinion. It forms a wall of claws from every part of its being that dive straight towards you, each of them as though ripping apart and trying to tear you in tens of thousands of directions. Boop. A 5, which I think
It does barely hit, yeah.
barely hits.
He won't get to shift anything.
I'll take that then. Yeah, I'll take that, and we'll just go into damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Damage.
you
16
also
at
wounded?
AP minus 4.
Did the same thing back to you. Great.
Well, that's fine, I guess. All right.
Jack,
give me
you
just a moment.
spamming wounded. I assume you've already adjusted for it.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Okay, here. 1 sec. Here, I'll make it worse, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mark me down a rune point.
Oh, good.
Chat, you're really funny, you know that?
Thanks.
I mean, they're just being honest
They're
here.
just
They're
looking out
being
for me.
honest. Oh, look,
Yeah.
two more, so I still can't shift any. Actually, no, I still can't shift anything. So we're good.
All right, yeah. So that Mamma Mia
Okay.
pizzeria, that is quite a spicy meatball. Let me just quickly calc how much I'm going to need to try to soak. All right, so that's 12 damage coming into me on my home address. That's not great. We're gonna roll some determination.
Absolutely.
All right, we can soak. We're going to soak 5 of it. Keep me on 1 shock. And that is going to... we're actually going to go to 0 shock to be alive, I believe. Because... Yeah, I need to go to 0 shock to be alive. So I'm alive on 1 wound.
Okay, and
Hey.
as you like cling desperately to life from this thing tearing apart, its many mouths speak to you as it begins this rending attack, and you just again hear, this time not from the loudspeakers, this time it's coming from the mouths, from the hands, from the eyes, everywhere off of this thing. The metal man who must constantly prove himself, lest the priests of water be right in their assessment of your failings. Can you ever return home?
Let's find out. Counterattack.
Yeah, okay.
All right. This one, I've already been hit. If I get hit again, I'm down. Fuck it. Whatever. We'll just make it a normal attack. Let's go. 8.
Yeah.
There you go. Finally.
There we go. There we go. I believe we'll be able to shift 3.
Mhm.
Okay. Swell and Dee Dee Dandy. Let's go. For Lemuria. For Metallica. All right.
Okay.
Those
Not
3s
bad.
are extra damage as well. So that's going to be
Yes.
16 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage. So 22 damage, AP4.
Wait, isn't that 16 damage and then plus 2 more? Because there's
That's
2
8.
for
You're right. Yes,
Yeah,
18. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that it was immediately calced in because I had to manually calc the 3s and shit. Yes.
Yeah, no
so it should be
problem.
18. My apologies.
Cool. You begin sawing through more of it. It is wailing and keening now through the vox emitters and its voice. Okay. Who would like to go next?
Who can go next? It's a new round, right?
Yeah, so the only one who's gone so far is speaker.
Can
I can do
okay,
the
what do
good
you
old
want?
classic boom if you want, but if you guys want to go first, go for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing something. I need to
Go
ask a
for it,
question
man.
to Thurston.
Yeah.
Thurston, I can multi-action to like attack Medicaid and then move, right?
Yes.
I can't attack Medicaid, move Medicaid.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, actually, no.
So-
You can. So you can like attack
So they
or
don't
like
take
Medicaid move
right
attack
attack.
if you want. Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what, can I do that?
Yeah.
I don't mind if my attack's shit because like I'm not the damage dealer anyway, but I'm gonna let me see here. So if I were to melee attack with one of the that power sword that I've since absconded with from the last session, not the last session, but the last area we were
Yeah.
at, that would be -4. Yes, because I'd be doing 2 additional actions, right?
No, because you have a natural Medicaid, so yeah,
I mean, for the
penalty-
attack, because because I'm multi-actioning, doesn't that reduce the?
just by 2. Just by 2. You take a
Just
chunk
2?
penalty. Yeah. Because you're doing 2 actions because move doesn't count.
Oh, so if I'm gonna do 2 Medicades.
Oh, if you're going to do 2 Medicaids, then yes, -4. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna swing at it with that power sword at a -4. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a bonus -4. Let's see if it actually plays ball with it this time.
Don't put the -4 on your stuff. It just increases its basically the defense you're hitting, so you don't have to make any modifiers.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, shit, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. Good.
Okay, so that'll miss. Yeah.
I will flail my power sword ineffectually at it because I'm not worried about that. I'm going to now unnatural Medicae.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? Oh wait, no, he's not dying, so it doesn't count. I will Medicae Pi.
Yep.
Unnatural Medicae.
Restore 2 wounds to him with that.
Good enough. All right, Pi, you're on your own. I'm going to run over to Zedek. Yeah, then.
Good luck, nerd.
When you move, it does attack you.
Fine. I'm at full health.
It goes at you with its mouth that comes out in a clump of flesh towards you and tries to bite you in the air.
Question. Power sword out. Does that give me bonus?
+1 to your defense.
What does that put me at? Combat. Not enough.
What will it put you at?
It will put me at 4.
Which will only mean I can shift 2 of these.
Okay.
Boop.
Not reach resilience.
So 18 damage.
So let's see. Let me see here. So armor 4, no AP?
No AP, so it'll go down to 14.
14, and so I will now roll determination. Terrific. Yep. That's bad. Determination with 3 dice gets me 1, so that's I can't take any shock actually. Never mind. Oh, yes, I can. I'm at full shock, so I'll take it to 4. That's still too much. I'm at 0.
Yeah, so it basically like takes this massive bite at you as you try to disengage from it. You can get the thought that it would like normally try to hold you in place, but it can't because it's doing it as a reaction in this case. So you just take this like awful thing, you stagger away and then basically fall prone as this has hit you. As you take that, it also does a memorable injury.
Yeah,
like again, this thing, like this bite almost sears your right side. Like you feel almost like a burning acidic sense on where it has bit you in your side as you go skidding to the floor as you run away from it.
All right, so what's the injury specifically?
Just basically like a bite mark, but like it feels like a burn on your side.
Chaos bite wound. How was it received? Chaos spawn.
Then the spawn will go.
No, it won't, because I'm going to interrupt.
Hold on for a second.
Unless Lord wants to interrupt.
No, I had a question.
I was just going to try to catch.
Oh, sorry, Reeb, ask your question. Sorry.
Eb. So since I can't reach Zedek, can I redirect that Medicaid check to myself?
Yes, I will allow it.
Okay, cool.
So you'll get a. The difficulty just increases by 1, but honestly, it's not going to matter much for you because you're mostly caring about the.
Oh, that's no good.
Wow, actually, it does matter because
for a complication. Now is not the time for this to be fucking up.
Yep. Oh wow, and you have you guys are tapped on your points here.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll get 1 wound back as you try to try to medicate yourself.
I get 1 point back, but I complicate. So why don't you tell me what that is?
The complication. What would be a good guide? Do you have any suggestions of how you might complicate here, Reeb?
Any fun Patreon ones or?
No.
Zedek one.
No, I've not been using the fun Patreon ones to build up some good ones. Also, because spoopy serious time for this arc.
Tell you what, why don't you just fuck me over and say I fail? Why don't I just take 1 extra hit point of damage and it's like, good.
You're healing yourself and then bleed out a bit from the wound on your side.
Usually, if you need help, complications are an unfortunate circumstance of what you're doing. So what we can probably say is that you're slowed because you stumbled or something and hurt your ankle or something.
You could
It's
always.
like
Yeah, you know what? I'll
movement.
say that the complication is you still fall prone. You get the hit point back, so you're not dying, but you still fall prone. is the big
Literally, as it bites me and I'm put into dying status,
yeah.
I heal myself before I hit the ground.
Yes, and then you land, and you're like, okay, organ's still in places.
I'm now out of range of it, but now I'm at 1 hit point. Hooray!
And then I believe someone was interrupting, correct?
Yeah, so
I think base Zedek.
yeah. So go for it, Zedek, if you want to.
Mark that glory down, Zedek.
Sure.
What are you doing?
Captain Zedek's going to get closer to try and get as close as he can to Reeb to try and defend him as he tries to get away.
Mm-hmm.
Just scream, "Get away from him, you monster!" And Zedek will lash out with his power arc pistol. I don't have a power pistol. That doesn't
I was going to
exist.
say, you're not in melee with this.
My super power arc pistol.
Super pistol.
Super pistol kill gun.
Okay. Absolutely.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's not coming.
It's a super roll.
It's a super roll. I probably should re-roll that.
You
Help
also
the
do
party.
manage to parry off the attack from the tendrils that were still in front of you.
Yeah. I should probably re-roll this.
But it kind of messes you up with your shot. So you could re-roll if you want. If you want to spend that last wrath point.
Although we did get some glory, I could spend some glory.
I mean, I'll allow it.
Party.
How many?
I feel like keeping the glory on tap is probably more important.
I agree. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrath it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Take that last wrath point, Captain Zedek.
Here we go.
Shot.
6.
Woo!
It's gonna hit.
Yep.
Let's go. It's gonna be 16 damage.
Nice. Yeah, it's crackling. This thing is just wailing and thrashing about. You can see it's almost lost like half of its mass as you struck into it. It is not looking like healthy anymore. It's not looking confident. It's wailing. It's thrashing against its material bodies or like boundaries here.
I'm sorry. Am I able to make a? I think I did my simple action already. I think my colleagues could benefit from a little healing word.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'll allow your witty, as long as you amuse me with it.
I didn't think of a pun beforehand. Usually I have these on tap.
Yeah, I know. This is fucking failures.
Oh fuck.
Zedek! Oh, something funny!
Let's keep this battle electrifying. I don't know. Figure something out, Zedek.
Yeah, like something can get spawned, like, this battle is going to chaos. I don't know.
You can go back to whatever mouth of hell you crawled out of, you nasty, nasty, wasty boy.
All of its eyes look at you and are disappointed.
Roll to seduce?
Yeah.
Yes,
Roll
I
your-
see you too, and I'm not interested.
Roll your fellowship, but you're reducing the total by 2.
I don't know, saying nasty wasty did make me laugh.
Don't no, -2. Roll it, Zedek.
-3, I'll take no less.
You restore nothing, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That's not true. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck it. No, I restore 1. Wait, no, it's 2. Because -2. And I get plus rank.
Oh, yes,
so
that's
it's
fair. You
technically
restore
4.
2. You restore 2. Okay. Oh, my God.
Get your shot back, boys. We're back in the game.
That's
Nasty, wasty boy.
nasty.
That's all I got.
It's going again.
All right, let's see what the nasty wasty boy does.
Oh, its eyes are still on Braine.
Hey, use that like couple hit points I gave back to you or whatever.
I'm gonna try, goddammit!
It is like unleashing a torrent of psychic energy as all of the eyes and grasping hands begin to glow with spectral light and seem to act like this thing is a focusing lens of the warp into you, Braine.
Oh fuck.
Ah!
That will be a 7. Let's see here. Fuck it. I'm gonna spend a rune point on this. Mark me down 1, please.
That was your last one.
It is my last one. There we go.
Worst.
Okay. 2. Good. It goes in and begins to sear into your soul, doing 1d3 plus 1 mortal wounds to you, Braine. So take 3 mortal wounds.
Ah! Can I soak with determination?
Nope, they're mortals.
I'm down.
Okay, so that puts you dying?
Yes.
Okay, also give me a conviction test, difficulty 3.
I'm going to spend 2 glory on this conviction test.
Take it.
Go for it. Whoop, whoop.
6.
Okay, you hold your conviction against the pure warp light that is streaming into you as you feel it going through not only your corporeal body but your machina essence, your code that supports the various parts of your body. Okay, I believe that brings us to a Lorn.
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to calculate all the garbage that I have gone because I'm sustaining 2 powers right now.
Yes.
And I
So
assume
the sustaining 2 will give you a +2 because you can sustain 1 for free
Yeah.
with the thing
Yeah.
you took. So.
there's just a +2 difficulty to do the thing.
Yep.
And I feel it is now, and the main reason to do Deny the Witch, so because basically if I did it then, I wouldn't be able to damage this thing, but even if saving him, it still would totally mess him up. So it's a combination of like, I'm just going to stand here the entire encounter kind of deal. All right. So I have to make a decision. Do I do Crush or Molten Beam?
Beam.
Because I'm thinking Molten Beam, because the issue with Crush is that I'm pretty sure this thing has the strength to basically break out of it immediately. So I'm not going to mess with that. So
Beam.
Beam because
Molten
damage-
Beam is going to be the
Here
thing.
we go, boys.
Fire your molten bean.
Fire the bean. Fire the bean.
Bean,
Bean, bean, bean,
bean,
bean.
We have beans inbound.
This
Beans.
is what we are going to do. You'll basically see. You'll basically see small Lorn basically come up, bring his hands together with his newfound body that he is now acquired, and then you'll hear him go, "Call me, oh me," and then you'll basically see him go, "Oh," and I rolled an 8. That should.
Can you
that should beat
roll me
all the
2d6,
things.
please?
2d6 it goes.
Oh, 65.
Okay, no. So you get another wrath on that. So you actually get a 10 against it,
Excellent.
which would allow you to shift the 2, no problem, or for potency, I suppose.
Yeah, so 1 more additional damage die I will be rolling. If I remember correctly. Because we had to edit this so many times. And then we will roll a damage.
Ooh,
It will be-
20, yeah.
I
Oh,
also
yeah.
would like to pump, if it's okay with everybody, at least 2 glory into it to do 2 more additional damage.
That's fair.
Yeah, do it up.
There we go. So it is in
The
total
molten-
22 points of damage. Now you hear him go, "Ah!" and then a ginormous
molten-
fiery beam goes forth to him.
It hits it in its back, searing it, and like instinctively all of the eyes come off of Braine and rotate around towards you, though they're now moving around erratically. This thing is very rapidly reducing. There's this moment of like panic from this entity now, as you can see it's holding on with every little bit to its corporeal existence, but it is still alive. And it's going to take its 3rd action for the round. And its 3rd action.
Fire the beam.
Well, it used its claws. It's going to burst up a cluster of tentacles. As it's now like focused its like eyesight on Lorn, it's bursting up a cluster of tentacles at Braine.
Ah.
To try to finish him off. as they emerge and begin to just descend on you, Pi, as this thing has already ripped you and seared you with psychic energy.
I believe that fails.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Actually,
5 for audio people.
Yeah. So, because your defense with you, your defense right now is what?
It should be 5.
You don't have your sword out though.
Oh shit! No, in that case, it does equal my defense then.
Yeah. Okay. And then le damage does 10 points of damage.
What?
It's
Is
like,
that bad?
like a wound.
Well, I am at no wounds, which is bad, but I do have determination out the wazoo.
Do you have any shock left?
Yes.
Okay,
He has lots of shock.
good.
Oh, I don't have lots, but I have enough to take that. So I take
Yeah, okay.
1 shock.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. That's that.
Quappity.
You are a monster. You can't hurt me in a way that matters.
The tentacles are just moving around you, slapping and like slithering around your mechanical form. But that is it for the 3rd round. We now come to the 4th round. Who would like to go first?
I will probably take it at the top of the round, being at the center of the blast zone.
Would you prefer that I heal you instead?
No, because then he'll act, and he can wipe out what you heal me for. So if he whaps me, then I'm. If I get hit with
what are your options exactly? Because you are dying and you're in melee. So if you try to leave, he'll get you anyway.
Oh, I'm not going to. I never leaves melee.
Okay, so
He
you're
stays in it until someone
True.
falls down.
Okay, so you're going to attack him. Then it'll be his turn where he hits you.
Well, the thing is that if I attack him and then he uses his turn to fuck off, then also if he hits me, then I get the counterattack off. Whereas if he leaves on his turn and then hits me, then it's harder. I'm trying to optimize damage.
Your assumption is that it will try to leave.
It might. I don't know.
Can I please just heal you? At least
Wouldn't that require you to get within range of a tentacle and then get fucking bapped again?
I have enough hit points I can go into dying again.
You said that before. You went into dying. I don't want you to die.
Listen, dying is just the step you take before you die.
That doesn't make it feel better.
It's better than dying.
If you would like, I will allow you to heal me since I don't want you to sit on your hands. And it might save my ass.
Thurston,
Yes.
how many Medicaid actions can I take in a turn?
You can only Medicaid a person once. Medicaid is kind
Not
of
on the
like
same person, I mean like multiple.
as many as you want. It's just everyone increases the difficulty. You can your unnatural talent like somewhat reduces that, but
Because based on the wording of unnatural Medicaid, it doesn't dictate that if I'm able to use it multiple times,
when
reduces
using
the
a test with the
damage-
selected skill, reduce any difficulty modifiers by double your rank.
it says
to a minimum of 0.
So double my rank?
Yeah.
So that would be 6.
Yes. So you could
So
do
I could
up
do it
to
with no
6
penalty.
without any penalties on the Medicaid. Yeah.
So I really can just do 3 with no penalty.
Yes. Now the problem is you can't like you can move once and do so you could Medicaid yourself, move, Medicaid. If there were 2 people adjacent, you could Medicaid yourself, move, Medicaid, which is totally okay.
But aren't I next to Zedek right now? I'm next to Zedek.
Yeah,
right?
you are actually next to Zedek. That is correct.
Then
You
I
can
would
move
like
you.
to Medicaid him, Medicaid me, run Medicaid Pi.
Absolutely do it up.
All right, folks, here the fuck we go. It's time for this fun thing to happen. You're not dying, right?
No.
Okay, so I will just heal you normally.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I was dying last time. I didn't add 2. Oh well.
That's okay.
Medicaid you for 7.
So
Thank you.
You get not 7 total.
7 hit points, but I get a 7 on the roll.
So you'll get 2 hit points back, Zedek.
Good enough.
Okay.
2 wounds. 2 wounds.
I am also not dying. Thank you, Car. I appreciate your existence. I medicate myself for a 5 on that test, so that's 1, I
1.
think.
Yep.
Fine enough. That puts me at 2 hit points.
Good. Then rush over to the broken down Braine.
again. Yes.
Okay.
Sprinting over there. I'm not in melee range. Going out. I'm going into melee range. Is that a problem?
Absolutely.
I mean, is it a problem?
No. It's like you can move into melee and do your thing.
Okay, Braine, he gets 2 because of Kyrogen's toolkit. How much shock do you have?
1.
Can I stim him as well as Medicaid?
That would be another action.
Okay, so
no. Like theoretically, yes, because you tech. Oh wait, no, that would be another action.
Then I would have.
Then you'd have penalties.
Yeah, no. So in that case, I roll Medicaid on you. You get 10 in a glory.
So you get 5 wounds back.
You get more than that because I had 2.
5. Because you no. Remember, it's 3 and then it's only based on the shifts.
Oh,
so,
only the shifts.
Yeah. So it's 5. You get the 1 and then the numbers there you can shift.
Earndil, if it couldn't make anything more perfect, that was the dulcet tones of the struggle bus passing by.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with this action. Honestly, Unnatural Medicaid has already paid for itself multiple times over. So
that was
very
quite nice. Yeah.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Reeb. Yay.
He's the healer. He's the healer. All right. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I'm interrupting.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm Alrighty then. I would love to do the stupid charge thing, but sadly my charge foo doesn't work here.
You can't charge in melee.
Yeah, so in that case, I will just attack once more with the sermonizer. Oh, good.
A 3?
Really?
Does
that hit?
Please.
Currently not hit.
Oh my god, I can't. I don't have wrath. I can use glory.
Please, glory.
Oh yeah, I got a wrath. Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah,
Please.
1 round.
Oh
3.
shit. Oh, the 8. So I clicked it twice. So yes. Okay. I'll shift the 2.
Sure.
And I'm going to. You know what? This guy's on death's door, right?
I mean, maybe he
In
looks
theory.
very weak now. Like he looks like he's struggling to maintain his form.
I keep asking as though you're gonna. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna use 4 glory to get the brutal.
The classic thing I do was basically like, so how wounded are you, player character? Like, I feel like a 2 out of 14.
Yeah, 2 out of 14. All right, let's go. For the Mioria, for Metallica, for the Messiah.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
That's cool.
It's still good.
It's like you continue to saw into it.
It's good, but still, look at all those tiny bad numbers.
I know. Wow. What the hell? I'm
It
curious.
is struggling to hold on to everything.
That would be 18.
Yep. Struggling. It's still around.
Damn.
Kill it. Go
Yeah, no, I
Let
can't.
me at him. Let me at him.
Oh, he's
Off you go,
counterattacking.
Zedek.
He's gonna go.
Mhm.
Because you can't interrupt twice in
I
a row.
know.
So.
Oh wait,
it's
can
gonna go.
I have a question.
What?
Can I, as a simple action after that attack, stow my eviscerator and take out my power sword?
So
That would kind of cheapen that, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Probably. Yeah, because it is a
because
two-handed
then you could
weapon.
just do that every turn. And
You're right.
I haven't really been pinging you for like drawing weapons at all this combat.
Immediately, I went immediately to like the fucking Warhammer 40k competitive play mindset of like people that would use that to like do just say stuff. So no.
The answer is no. And in response, I'm going to hit you both.
Oh.
Speaker,
Yes.
that line of thinking is just whack.
I'm gonna get you.
I'll get you, bitch.
You can all increase your shock by 2. He regained that penalty from earlier with that.
Yeah.
5 shock.
Unnatural shit poster.
Let's get it.
Not bad.
And then I am going to hit both of you. Your defense will go up by 2 for each of these, but he is clawing into both of you with a multi-attack, Reeb and Braine. Starting with Braine.
Remember his wounded condition?
Yup.
It doesn't matter over that much for him.
Well,
So-
it would be enough to only shift 2.
Yeah.
Yes, which I will do. So 16 and 18
Undo my
minus 1.
hard work, why don't you?
Well,
I will.
That is not great. Let me see.
As it again is tearing, and this time as it is tearing, it's like almost tearing you as a secondary, but all of it seems to now be focused on the healer, on Reeb.
Okay.
There we go. I got 2 hit points to work with.
I'm not even going to try to soak, but I will counterattack as I go down.
Okay. Well, wait for it. It
Okay,
gets
cool.
gets the attacks off. So
Okay.
so the claws on Reeb, and Reeb, as it does this, all of its eyes is like focused on you, and it just speaks in this again voice that is now like gasping, like it's struggling, like the one who always speaks with the voices of others, and yet cannot find his own authority. Do you even know who you truly serve? And it like attempts to slash out towards you.
So let me ask the question here. So I'm up by
Yes.
2. It's down
so
by how much?
It's
1?
down by 1 because it's wounded.
And I have my power sword out.
So what's your base defense?
My base is 3, so that'd be +2. So that puts me at 6. That fails.
Wait. Your base is 3. You get +1 for your power sword, so 4.
Yep. +2 because multi-attack.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Huh?
And
I
it's
don't know if
wounded.
wounded does anything.
It's
to
wounded.
it.
Yep. So it does miss you. All right, and I will figure out a but make your counterattack because this might not be a big deal.
Yeah,
Also
okay.
complicated.
I can't do that.
All right. Let's go. 5.
5.
Weapon gets stuck. 5. That will just hit this. Oh wait, you're using the sermonizer, aren't you?
Yes.
So that will miss because you take the additional penalty because it's the unwieldy.
What if I spent some glory?
I mean,
What
you
if you
certainly
did?
can.
Well then, let's you guys be terribly offended if I spent the rest of the glory making sure this thing fucking hit.
I would be offended, yes.
Yes.
I'll allow
I'd be
you to
offended.
take like 2 or 3.
Okay, I'll take 3 then.
Yeah. No. We are judging you now.
Oh no.
Skedaddle Skadoodle, your dice is now
3.
oodle.
See? Oh.
Oh, that's right.
That's good enough.
Tell the people what you rolled.
That'll hit.
Yes, a glorious total of 9. All right. Well, I get to shift anything.
You can shift 1.
Lovely.
Yes.
All right. This one's gonna do it. Well,
God.
5. So,
I'm out.
It does it.
15, 8 what?
It does it. You tear this thing down the middle with your weapon. However, do you remember all the possessed you've fought on this ship before?
Yeah.
You remember
blow up.
what happens?
Yeah,
when
it's
you
gonna blow up.
murdered all
I
of
know.
those possessed on this ship?
It's gonna blow up, I know.
Yes. Yes.
I
That's
like
why I
this
stayed
wrap I
away
don't
and did
have.
resilient stuff.
Wow.
Um,
You know.
the only ones in range for this will be Reeb and Zedek. Or sorry, Reeb, not Zedek. Reeb.
Yeah, fuck you, Zedek.
Fuck you, Zedek. The etheric energy washes over you. My brain is fucking fine. This is a kind of brutal explosion. My apologies in advance. Up.
Can I like do some fucking Falco bullshit and throw my refractor field out to guard somebody?
What
Oh,
are
whoops.
you talking
Sorry,
about?
I did that wrong. Okay.
What are you talking about?
I don't understand Smash. I don't know how he does the shield thing. That's just bullshit.
Four. Okay, so that will deal 14 points of damage to both.
AP?
None.
No AP.
As this thing explodes in a blast of warp light.
So I have 8 resilience and
Mhm.
4 armor. So that's. So I take 10 damage. I guess I'll determination.
Okay.
Terrific. I can take one that I take 9 wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 0, and I'll be taking 5 wounds.
Chet is saying
Okay.
something about a DM complication.
Yeah.
Complication.
Okay,
GM.
people really get really antsy on this stuff. It
complicated and the weapon got stuck.
Oh,
On the
well,
swipe
yeah,
that he
yeah,
did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so remember
Sorry,
that.
sorry.
Don't worry.
The weapon got stuck there, but then he blew up. So
That was it. We already resolved that. GM, I got a real unfortunate question to ask you. How much can I go from alive to dead, or do I have to go from dying to dead?
no, you go from alive to dead. Basically, what happens is you go from alive to dead, and then if you take damage while you are dying, then that increases the severity of injuries you take.
No, I meant like, can I go? What is the threshold for dying again?
Oh, I think it's like double your starting wounds or something.
Oh shit!
I think so. Let's find out.
I think it's if you get hit with like I have 8, right? So if I accounting for resilience took 16 damage,
Yes.
then I would just instantly die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
here's the problem. I was at 1 hit point.
Yeah, no, it's your maximum. It's not what your current is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine.
You're fine.
No, but like I took 9,
Yeah, what's your total wounds though?
8.
Yeah, I would have to do
Oh, so I have
16
to
to
take
kill
16 to die. I'm just dying. Good.
you. Yeah, so you're just dying now, which is
Dying
fine,
as usual.
because- dying as usual. Hi, Braine. You will take damage, but you're already dying, correct?
Yes, yeah. So I take 5 damage. I could soak for more, but
Okay. So
I don't think it
instead,
really impacts that.
you're gonna take a
Politics,
traumatic
it's a little
injury.
nebulous sometimes.
Okay.
So this explosion will do a traumatic injury as this warp light blasts over you like an explosion, hitting you in the torso.
Both of us.
Which this is a severe injury that stays with you. It crushes your chest. Any of your human organs that are still in there, including your mechanical support, are crushed. Any toughness tests you take from now on have a +1 difficulty penalty minimum.
Do I not take any of that?
You don't, because you just go into dying, so you take basically like a memorable injury, which in your case is going to be you get a battle scar, like you just get a scar from this, whereas Pi has now he's already taken his memorable injury. This is the traumatic injury. As your chest plate is just indented from this blast, and then there is the screams of thousands of voices that then just echo and stop, leaving you alone in the strategium that is now bereft of anyone else in it.
Oh, my long things.
I rush forward as if I'm toward the pie. You know, after seeing the thing explode, running towards him. Then I go past him and go down the Reeb and go, Reeb! Are you okay?
Okay, Cap, please, no, don't encourage him to become General Grievous. Please don't do it to me.
Captain Zedek will rush
What's the
down to Pi.
situation, Captain?
But yes,
Bastard
Lorn,
to
you
death,
rush to
Pi.
Reeb. You rush to Reeb.
I don't think there's any way I can actually help them. Unless you're going to allow me to do regeneration.
No. But you don't need to. Like, at this point, you're out of combat. Like, it's not like they're bleeding out or anything. Now that the immediate threat is Reeb can essentially just, like, medicate out of combat some of you back up. But there's no immediate threat. So, like, Reeb can get up. He's wounded, but he's not, like, going to continue to die
Okay.
at this point.
I have
help him
finally
out.
accrued 2 memorable injuries, and it's really funny.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah, I help out, and I then walk over to Pi Braine and help him up.
Captain Zedek will have rushed over to Pi to save this poor dying lad. You magnificent bastard! You can't leave us that easily.
I will not, but I do need space because my internals are stratified. It's not great.
I can see that. Reeb!
In a minute.
Oh, good, you're still alive.
Medicaid.
Yes, of course.
Just gonna stick your thumb in your mouth and pop the dents back out.
Yeah,
just
you'll get a wound back, which is all you can do out of combat like that.
That's fine for me.
Will you go over to Pi and attempt to?
Okay. Let's see about fixing some of this.
No.
That's a very, very gnarly wound. Oh, yeah. I was dying, so excuse me for a second.
Lorn, as this
No,
is going
I
on.
I healed too.
Okay. Lorn, as this is going on, you notice something. Floating in the air near. Whoa, jeez. I'll get to that roll in a second.
Oh.
Floating in the air, though, right where that creature used to be, is this, like, maybe inch rip in reality. This bit of unlight that floats there. And
Would
you just
I
see
know
it floating
what-
in the air.
Would I know anything of it?
You could tell that this is some kind of etheric phenomenon. You could try to science it if you want.
I would like to.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, just to relay for everyone, Reeb rolled a 12 on a Medicaid check to heal Pi, so we'll heal Pi 5 wounds back. Actually, he's also dying, so you get two extra, right?
Yeah. Oh, let me roll that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 5. Cool.
I pull out the Inquisitorial Ding King and fix the damage.
Ding, 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 ding. You're still having difficulty breathing, Pi. This is really again long-term damage to your internals.
Not again.
And Lorn, yeah, with your science, you complicate now. Science, before chat worries, you can't complicate science. So all you can really tell is that there is like a small fracture in real space. This could have long-term repercussions if you like fucking stayed around here way too long, but right now it's just this stable tear.
Could I try to potentially take some time and repair it, knowing, because I suspect if I leave this alone, it could really tear even more and then cause some really bad juju, possibly absorbing the entire ship?
Absolutely. So that would be like a longer term psychic mastery where you would like do some stuff. Now, since we're getting into some like longer term, obviously the immediate threat seems to be abated at this point. So the Medicaid's done. I'm getting the impression, Lorn, you want to spend some time working on this. Obviously,
Absolutely.
like, seems like there might be a time crunch with this. Seems like there might be a time crunch overall. What are the rest of you doing? And I'm going to start with you, Braine. What are you going to do after you kind of get the immediate wounds out and have a chance here?
All right. I will be holstering my eviscerator, which has served me well, but I have seen merits of Lemurian technology as well.
Okay.
I am going to then, after making sure my shit is reloaded in case another thing attacks, I am going to head to the cogitator, and by the Messiah, I will gain access. You will not deny a priest of the Mechanicus.
Okay, so long-term work on that. Perfect. Reeb, what are you going to be doing?
Reeb is going to make sure that no one is watching him, if that's possible, just like letting everyone know about their business, and he's going to slink away to the command console, probably the one that would like direct the ship.
Like go over to the throne, which is, back to everyone, so you could get there and people wouldn't really notice.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I'm going to see about maybe plotting a collision course.
With what?
The funny other ship that is threatening us with its big guns.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna go to Captain Zedek.
Captain Zedek will be, I suppose, helping Kai get to the console since he's greatly concerned about this poor dying Skitari. And possibly looking for anything to bring back the deck collector or salvage from this horrible, horrible ship on their way out. Trophies!
Absolutely. All right, so what we're going to do is We're going to start in the order I think most appropriate here. We'll start with Braine and Captain Zedek, as you were like madly Braine trying to get command of the ship in some way, shape, or form. I believe your secondary that you'd previously stated was you were trying to find any like information on DeFuckerby and his involvement on this ship. Was that correct?
we came here to find out what's going on with that guy, and I'm going to unravel this conspiracy if it kills me.
Absolutely. Give me a tech check, and Hulky is going to give you a just a flat +2 bonus to this from his assistance. And
nice.
Inspiring words.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 glory on this as well, since this is quite important.
I believe.
Okay. All right. 9 successes and a complication.
Absolutely. All right. You are not able to, as you guessed, gain command of the ship. And in fact, your attempts to do so have initiated several like high security lockdown procedures as you've tried to brute force. Because I believe your tech use is very similar to your combat style. Brutal and upfront.
Yeah, bias confrontational.
Yeah. So you are not quite able, and in fact, you trigger some stuff which might have some consequences down the line for like Reeb, who is trying to do some things. But you do find some information on one Slehaburgo de Fuckerby, the 24th of his name.
Ah, good.
What you are able to determine is that this vessel, the Carillon, had rendezvoused with an Adeptus Arbitus security station on its way back from its latest mission of, again, sort of preaching the word of the Emperor to the masses at the edges of his space. There, they were requisitioned by ambassadorial authority to transport de Fuckerby and his associates along their path back to the Fimbria system. Shortly after picking up de Fuckerby, the vessel was attacked by Eldari Corsairs. However, those Corsairs were beaten back since the vessel was already reaching the Mandeville point and able to translate into the warp. The records of that indicate that it was a very, very brief skirmish. Only a few boarders made it on board. They were cleaned up. You, in fact, see that all of the Xenos influence on the vessel was removed, with a citation of a malfunctioning door between the Medicae facility and the Strategium, which was something that was marked to be fixed once they went into dry dock.
Uh-huh.
This also correlates as to Lieutenant Arnaud's position, because whilst you could open it from your side, the door was not accessible from the other side. So, you detect all of this, learn all of this. The Carillon then translated into the Fimbria system. It then made its way towards Fimbria Majoris. Along the way, Slehaburgo de Fuckerby and his cohorts decided to requisition one of the vessel's 2 shuttles. There's complete logging of this. The shuttle departed and made its way out of the ship. Roughly 30 minutes after the shuttle departed, the captain executed a warp jump without raising the Geller fields within the system. The translation into the warp lasted approximately 30 seconds to a minute before the ship retranslated back into real space. The most important data file you can see on this is what appears to be a video recording of Slehaburgo de Fuckerby on the bridge of this vessel, thanking the captain and whispering something into his ear before departing.
If Fuckerby.
Gentlemen, I have very good news. I no longer need an excuse to murder de Fuckerby. We can just do it.
As this is going on, Reeb, you are going to try to plot a course with this vessel. Is that correct?
Yes, what do I have to roll for that?
What skill are you looking to? I'm assuming you want to try out some sort of tech thing.
I am no captain of any ship. I'm looking to... We have no crews to help dedicate anything. I presume I can have control of the ship from this panel, would be my guess.
It is a situation where as you're looking at it, like you would still need access codes that you don't have.
What can I do from this panel?
You can give me a tech check to find out.
I'll give you a 4. Is that sufficient?
You're not able to get any kind of control of an Imperial vessel with a 4 on tech, but you are able to tell now that Braine has locked out all of the command functions with his brute force's attempts at hacking. You're also seeing like the spatial grid around the Carillon and like the basic aspect sweeps, and you can see the vessels, the Marengo in the distance, and then opposite the debt collector. But you also see some small pings that are now moving from the Marengo towards your position.
I wonder if this is a stupid idea or not. Can I look into any sort of store? Like, I can't obviously direct the ship, because I don't have control access to that.
Correct.
What... I'm not going to shoot the weapons. I want to know, what is the ammunition like on this ship?
It looks like it's actually very minimal. There were some weapon batteries and like a prow torpedo launcher. The torpedoes appear to be out, and some of the weapon batteries are damaged, but you do not have any access.
Well, not to the weapons. Can I have access to the ammunition storage?
You can detect that there's some ammunition there, but like you don't have any access. Again, like this Imperial ships do have enough basic stuff to prevent someone from getting on the bridge and like very quickly, detonating ammo.
Right.
But you're now seeing this, like the biggest thing you're getting with your tech check is something is now pinging towards you.
Gentlemen, it appears the Marengo has had enough of our idling and is now sending individuals to come and check on us, or is likely sending torpedoes to destroy the ship. I cannot tell because certain someone has been hammering his head on a control console.
You're welcome.
That's bad.
Let's Lorn real quick. Lorn! You were attempting to utilize Psychic Mastery to close this tiny slit in reality. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Would you like to give me a Psychic Mastery test to see how
I
you
sure
do
can.
Yeah.
I have no wrath die, so that's a 5.
Okay, yeah. A 5 is enough for you to get a handle on this tiny breach. You're not quite able to close it, but you're like sort of moving your hands in ways to feel the ether around this and sense the presence in the immaterium. This is like warp taint. This is not a good weird in your eyes. This is an ominous thing.
A danger I detected as. I will basically sit cross-legged and begin to basically meditate and highly concentrate on this rift as everybody else does their thing.
Yeah, so like I think cinematically how this is playing out is you're obviously getting this sense early on. Well, Braine is working on his cogitator console, Reeb's at the command dais, Zedek's helping out Pi. As you start to see what's going on, you sit down and enter this meditation. Your eyes are open, and everything around you gets still. We don't really hear any words from anyone around you, though you can see that Reeb has now got up off the throne and is shouting. There's pointing between Pi and Reeb. Clearly a continuation of their discussion of the lockout of command systems, though you don't hear any of that. You are like the camera's taking your perspective and zooming in on this tiny little slit in reality, and you are attempting to blot out the shouts and gesticulations of your comrades as you stare at this little pinprick of unlight that floats where once this horrific abomination was. And as you focus, everything becomes clear. Everything seems right, and then you hear, "Oh, hi there! I didn't think I'd see you guys again."
Oh, you son of a bitch! It's you. The fuck are you doing here?
Well, that's a funny story. I'm Sean, by the way. It's been a while.
I know who
You might
the
have
fuck
forgot
you are.
me. You should probably get out of there. I'm seeing some of the ripples, and I think you're getting shot with torpedoes. And I kind of like you and hope you can make it out there.
Good. Well, if you like us so much, and I'm insane what you have been capable of doing, then how about you bring us back to our ship?
Oh, no, I can't do anything like that. I mean, you'd have to wish me there. Do you wish me there?
Oh, you
Lord, who are you
motherfucker.
talking to?
Like, I look back at him. I look back at the scenario. I'm sure everything's still deaf because we're just kind of closed in. How?
Like, at this point, you've kind of taken yourself out of the trance, and you can see, like, Reeb and Pi. At this point, I assume Reeb and Pi are, like, up and just shouting.
How did you manage to lock you?
Always complain. You're an inquisitor. Go find the access codes.
You're the tech priest. Unlock it.
I know what the tech priests made the security system.
Hurry up.
Find the security code.
I was really hoping they would tell me if the torpedoes were like getting real close and what the torpedoes are. That'd be pretty neat.
We don't know what they are. We don't know.
So do you say that? Like, do you say that aloud?
And I go, the fuck is that over there? Tell me what is coming.
Oh, I think he's gone insane again.
Oh, you son of a...
What's going on? Is something approaching?
I went back to the demon, obviously abandoning
Like,
my
yeah,
friends.
you're now staring, and like before you meditated to make this conversation, much like Pi Braine's tactics, you are now brute force using your psychic powers to make this conversation continue in a non-meditating state. In fact, like it's almost like you're reaching into that tiny slit and slightly opening it with your psychic form just to like allow conversation to happen. And you just hear the voice come back to you in your mind. Oh, yeah, looks like they're making their way. I mean, it might take an hour or two. I don't know if you'll have enough time to get out of there. You might, though.
What do you mean, might?
Well, if you ran, I mean, I don't know how fast you can move. You might be able to make it through the ship.
I go, It's like I'm yelling at a bucket to come back out going, hey, did we turn the power to the tram?
Oh, yeah, I did that earlier, yeah.
Okay, cool. Later, nerd, I close the warp thing and go, we gotta go! Those are
Like,
torpedoes!
As you force the rift closed, it's like, okay, bye, good luck.
I do not
How do you know the torpedoes? What's going on?
It's warp fuckery, I just know! We need to fucking leave! Let's go! I it. Like, I imagine I wouldn't know where the tram is and everything else. I fucking run. Like, we gotta go!
Wait! And then I'm going to press download, and I'm just going to download a copy of that video footage onto my cogitator.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just 1, 2. Okay, now.
And like as like Lorn. Okay, we're gonna go cinematic here because I didn't describe it earlier.
I'm imagining Minds of style of just fucking running and just shit.
Here's what's gonna happen. First of all, the doors of the Strategium are closed. But Lorn, even though I technically should have indicated that the mutation wore off at the end of the it hasn't. And in fact, you come to these doors, and with your allies still taking their time, your strongest member, Pi Braine, focusing on the terminal, you, even with your strength of 2, rush the door in an attempt to open it.
Go BAM!
And like as you like grab with your like even larger than Astartes bulk into the door frame and pull the two doors, these two immense golden frames. As you do so, this energy, this mutation is leaving your body, and you are slowly like losing the muscle mass. You are losing that size, but you push and push and push until the doors both go flying off, slamming into their side alcoves, and you fall down back to your original size, breathing heavily as you have used the last of that horrific warp taint and excised it from your body in one display of physical prowess. And then everyone else starts running up to you as you make your way towards the tram.
We gotta go! Go, 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 go!
Pi internally thinks, that was really impressive. I guess he must have found a button. All right, let's go.
Yeah, like you're all like running, and we see this sort of lumen flickering as you make your way through that gilded hall with the murals of the Emperor. You make your way down the stairs. You get into the tram. As you do so, you can see in the distance hordes, and this time the horde is numbering possibly in the hundreds. Some of them with weapons, others not. But they're so far away they can't even shoot you from here. As you rush into the tram. And activate it, sending it careening down the spinal side of the vessel. And as it is moving, you feel the first shudders of impact on the Carillon. And the lumens are flickering. And as you are moving down this tram that is taking its way, bringing you to the rear of the ship where your shuttle awaits, you get these flashes of light that display these horrifically possessed moaning masses that are turning and reaching towards you before disappearing as the tram just zips by. And eventually it docks at the opposite end station, giving you only a few moments of reprieve. And you can tell that all of the awful abominations that had been in the aft of the ship where you'd encountered them had started to move towards the front in an effort to reach you. So now the back of the vessel is bereft of anything.
Well, this would be an excellent time to marvel the architecture if we didn't have to get the fuck out of here. Let's go!
Go, 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 go! I'll hop on top of Pie-Braine's back and tell him to go.
I carry the Lorn. I'll throw it if I need to.
We are all running.
You continue running. You enter into the shuttle bay. Another shudder shaking the vessel. You can even see the stars starting to move. You hear the sounds of explosive detonations far from behind you as something has clearly struck the prow of the vessel.
I can
you
interrupt,
see your
but that's
Arvis
okay.
lighter there
I'm
waiting
tapping,
for you.
I'm tapping Zedek on the shoulder with my staff going, Zedek, contact the boy on the ship or the thing. Let's start the engines. We need it. Have that thing revved up and ready to go. Tell
There's
the
no boy on the
servitor.
ship. There's just a servitor. We already
Tell the
done it.
servitor to rev up the engines.
Zedek raised his wrist up to his mouth. Servitor, turn the ship on. We've got to go now.
Compliance, the servitor responds.
Go, go, go. Get to the shuttle.
Tech Priest Gamu 4224 has indicated that there are additional problems.
I grab
on board.
Zedek's wrist and yell and going, I don't give a fuck what Gamu says. We're going, and then just slam his wrist. And I whip Pie-Braine in the back, going faster.
I'm gonna get on all fours. I'm just gonna be jumping over terrain, crawling over it with my claws at the ready. We're going.
Yeah, and all of this is happening, and the camera sort of does this parallel shot of you running through the deck, and opposite is just the downed form of one of the cherubs that has fallen on the ground, and we see you running through the shuttle bay from one of its cracked eye lenses, your reflections of all of you boarding the back of the shuttle, and we see the debris raining from the top of the vessel as it's now taking massive structural damage. And as soon as you get in, I'm assuming, Captain Zedek, you are pushing that servitor. You're you can't trust this to a servitor. You're going in yourself. You're putting your piloting to the test here. Is that right?
Of course. I'm going to deck that servitor and just basically kill it as it push. This is my seat.
God.
Get out of the way. I don't need you.
Fucking absolutely. Yeah, you take that half-living being and just disconnected, toss him, get in the pilot seat, check everything, give me a piloting test that I totally think you can do. I believe in you, Captain Zedek.
Yeah, and if you fail, then we all die.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Everything is a success. Captain Zedek, you have this moment. You jump slide in, push the servitor down, get the shuttle revving. You take off, and again, all of this is kind of happening in this like monocle reflection of one of the cherubs that's staring. And we see the shuttle take off, and its engines go and shoot you out into the void. And as you fly off into the void, one of the struts of the landing bay completely collapses, and we see the impacts now from the shuttle outside the vessel as waves of torpedoes are smashing into the front of the Carillon, and the damage is rippling through its spine. The vessel is shuddering. Your shuttle is making its way far out from this vessel, Captain Zedek. You can see it now as it is exploding, fire rippling across it. Its entire bow waving and weaning, and then in a single moment, something strikes a critical system, a weapons, a reactor. It's impossible to tell, but there is a brief new sun that explodes into being for just a moment. Luckily, the Arvis is equipped with visual dampeners that protect all of you, but there's just this massive flash of light, and then this sound as your shuttle is rocked. And as this is happening and you are hearing and experiencing this, you then hear this cry, this scream of something that has existed for eons and seconds at the same time, that washes over you before the Carillon is no more, and you are flying in space.
Mission accomplished.
Another happy landing.
Oh, we
Absolutely.
got the landing.
Well,
Captain
Yeah,
Zedek,
Lorn.
I do. That ship has fired upon. It knew we were in there. It had no reason to fire torpedoes at it, especially if they were going to salvage it. I don't know. Suggest you hail the debt collector, for I fear that we might have to battle fairly soon.
Lorn.
Instinctively, Captain Zedek, as Lorn puts these thoughts in your mind, you check the aspects of the Arvis, which are basic, but give you some idea of the tactical overview, and you can see the vessel, the Marengo, that has started to break off and is moving away.
Captain Zedek will hail the debt collector.
Hello, Captain. Did you make it? Is everyone all right?
We're all
Have
here.
Reeb prepare the Medicaid.
yes.
Yes, prepare the Medicaid. But the dear Captain Lecoq has decided that our mutual engagement is no longer mutual. Please ready weapon batteries and fire upon the fleeing Marengo.
Captain, they're well out of range. If we fire, it'd strictly be, well, at this point, just a ceremonial display.
We need better guns. I need to kill that damn ship. It's okay. It's okay. We lived.
I'm going to put my hand on Zedek's shoulder.
Zedek,
Yes, spy.
you are one of the only people not to be at all startled at the sight of that terrible creature. And it was thanks to your leadership we were able to prevail. You have always been a friend to this servant of the Mechanicus, and I will see to it that if we are ever able, I will do everything in my power to make sure you get what you need for the debt collector.
Embrace him further.
I will make sure you get a big zappy gun or big ship, big one. Woo, big.
And as you shout out "woo big" and embrace, Zedek, you land the lighter on the embarkation deck of the debt collector. The back door hisses open. What are you all gonna do now?
Captain Zedek's gonna return Pie's embrace with one of those manly, like, power handshakes, and just like grapple his hand and just let him know, like,
Yeah.
I owe you a debt too, Pie Braine. As a friend of mine, you have proven yourself time and again. I owe you far more, and you will get that tech priest status you have always pined for. One way or the other, you will show those people, I think they're people, on Lemuria what for.
Well, you're right. And I am already a tech priest, but you're right.
Or whatever.
Sure, whatever. No, you don't believe you.
GM,
Yes.
because I didn't necessarily get to talk about it when we were on the Strategium. If after Pi and Zedek break off, can Zedek just like look down and see whatever he managed to pilfer from the Strategium in terms of a trophy or some kind of? It all goes in like a heirloom cabinet in his quarters of just reminders of the terrible things they've done or seen.
I will say that during that fight, a chunk from the plasma blasts that were flying, I will say a chunk of the back of the throne fell off, and was like this imperial saint who seemed to be well preserved, like this chunk of gold displaying an imperial saint that's maybe like 8 inches of gold.
Awesome. That will look nice in the case next to the crappy little crown I got from the Divine Lord of War.
Absolutely. So the shuttle has docked. You've returned to your embraces. Are you all going to... Where are you all going? Let's start with Braine. What are you off to do? Or are you going to all head to the Strategium as a group? What's the plan here?
Well, we should probably actually figure out the situation before we break off on our own. Let us see what's going on with Strategium.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
I agree. Let's debrief.
So basically, all of you get off as a group.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of you get off as a group, and you begin heading off towards the Strategium. However, our camera does not follow you. Instead, it stays on the lone shuttle in the shuttle bay as diligent crew members rush out. They rush out to begin cleaning the Arvis and spraying it down from any infections or anything like that. And one of the menials comes up to the back door and begins scrubbing it. And we watch this for just a few seconds until there is a cracking sound as its head turns around 180 to stare at the camera with a cocked look. We boarded. And that's where we'll end for today.
No!
Thank you, Thurston, for another great episode. Thank you very
thank you.
much.
I am so fucking proud of all of you. You all got to show off like all of your bad fucking skills this episode. And that fight was probably one of the hardest I've fucking designed. And you, like, I'll be honest, that first fucking moment when Captain Zedek burned all of your fucking pool of glory on that first shot, I'm like, oh man, now they're all gonna fail their resolve tests. And some of you did, but you managed to rally, and each of you fucking really showcased what you could do. And fuck, you all deserve a big hand for that. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
It's all thanks to your wonderful DMing and storytelling.
Very good job. For everyone all around. And thank you, chat, for doing such a good job coming around, coming to say hi to all of us. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Remember, we're going to be getting some more test episodes of Warhammer's Fantasy going. Also, if you want to know anything and everything about us, you can visit us at warhams.tv, where you can find more about us as individuals, characters, and learn more and more about us as time goes on. You can always get up-to-date updates about us on the Twitter at Warham Show. And what else further was it? And also you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Warhams. And also for the amazing individuals who do bring you Warhams, starting off with Speaker T, or well, not T, Speaker D.
My clone.
I can't even say anyone's things right. Our Skitaria Ranger.
Yes, I am Speaker D. Speaker D. And I am also one of the lead writers of The Emperor at a Texas Speech Device. You want to find me? I am on Twitter too much at Super Snake Kick. And I am also on YouTube under the name Speaker D. And I charge.
And next up, we have Earndil, who's been playing our Incorporeal Acolyte, Reeb Van Horn.
Yes, I'm Earndil. You can get me at Earndilio on Twitter for whatever the hell you want on that hill site. Nothing else. That's all I got.
I have been playing Lorn, the Sanctioned Psyker, and our amazing Captain Zedek, leader of or one who runs the debt collector ship that we all sail on, played by HulkyKrow.
That's me. I am a on again, off again voice actor on If You Ever Had a Text-to-Speech Device and a couple other associated projects. You can find me pretty much only at HulkyKrow on Twitter. I post funny pictures and memes sometimes. You can also find me on Zoran's Discord server, which is a wonderful place where all the other fans interact with each other and say many wonderful things and also torture us, which is very funny.
Finally,
I love you all.
Finally, we have our game master who's been running all of our sessions here, Mr. Thurston Hillman, which you can find him at OnCallGM on Twitch.
Woo! And after that, I need a smoke because hot damn, that was the session. But I don't smoke, so it's probably just going to be Path of Exile. Woo!
Yeah, new season. Woo! Okay. We'll see you all next time. Thank you all so much for being around here. Please tell everybody about us. If you liked what you saw, please tell the world about us. That really, really, really helps us out a ton. Thank you, everyone, for contributing. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We will see you next time. And you can always check our schedule on warhams.tv. Goodbye. Farewell. Please be safe.
See ya.
Goodbye. Well done.